What's going on, y'all? We chilling right now. We chilling. All right. Second time today. We going a little crazy. How's everybody doing? We started a little early today. Found myself watching some NFL highlights right now, and they're showing the Dolphins and the Broncos. I'm like, dang, the Broncos really did score 70 on them boys. Anyway, how y'all doing? Let me go ahead and start sending this thing out, making sure everybody knows. Ooh, how's everybody been? Uh, uh, uh. Ooh. Bum, 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 Oh my goodness. I had a good nap after Lonnie's anime and chill session today. What's going on, Irvin? You chilling? You doing good? Mm. All right. Had a good nap. I feel good. Got some OJ, got some food, got some water. Had to say goodbye to the rest of Crown Apple. I drank that during the Lonnie stream. So I'm chilling. All right. For those of y'all who do not know, we are watching episode 3 of Pluto right now. And the powers that be was hating on us last episode. Absolutely great college football today. Jaden Daniels out here looking kind of. Oh yeah. What's up, Majestic? I'm about to put the link in the chat if y'all trying to watch it with me. Just gotta make sure there's a link. I heard Alabama came back in the final seconds. I need to watch that game probably tomorrow in the morning to make sure. But Alabama back. They out here just showing their head again. Like, what's going on? Yeah. LSU was looking kind of. At one point they were down 24-14 to A&M, but they came back and won 42-30. Jaden Daniels played well, but I don't know how you pick Jaden Daniels over Michael Penix when Michael Penix played a harder schedule, beat better teams, one of the best passes in the league. You can just say Jaden Daniels ran for more yards than Michael Penix, but I don't know how. I just think you pick Michael Penix. In my opinion, he's been the better player all season, but that's just me. They call me a madman, but that's crazy. And he led his team to the playoff, basically. He just has to win one more game. But even then, I would still take the Pac-12 winner over Florida State. But that's just me. Ooh. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, but those. Oh boy. I just think Michael Penix is better. That's just me. Majestic, join the stream. I need somebody to talk to me with, so we make sure we don't get canceled. We don't get blocked like last episode did. They was just hating. They blocked the entire thing, so there's no way we can recover it. But last episode, we met Brando, one of the so somebody right now in Pluto is murdering the 7 most advanced robots that humanity has created. Obviously, we saw North number 2 die in the first episode. We saw I always forget that first robot. That he died, he was killed too. Plus, we've seen a few humans get killed. But I was trying to figure out. We met Brando. We found out he's a really big family guy. And once they start showing kids and flashbacks of a character in anime, they're cooked, and he was definitely cooked. But Brando ain't no punk. He straight up called whoever's killing all these people out, and he squared up with them, but he lost. So The crazy part is, I know this is gonna sound real bad, but these are robots. Can't you just like rebuild them? But these robots were showing sentience, and they still keep going back to that 39th Central Asian War, which is very interesting in my opinion. Seeing how all of these robots learned from that experience and became more human-like. So it's been a very interesting experience. I'm also going to change the I want to rebrand this. I guess you call it show from live watch-alongs, which I think those are for more like pressing things. Like when Attack on Titan, the final part came out, that was like most everybody in the B.S.S came together to watch it. Um, so I want to probably going to change this to late night views with random. I like that. I've been thinking about that all day. Late night views with random. But we've done enough stalling. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more, the anime today, just so you know everybody's chilling. Um, um yeah, just so everybody's chilling, so we don't get copyright claim like we did last time. So let me know if you guys can hear it, but then I'm gonna be turning it down a little bit at the same time. I am at 102.11 for those of you watching. 102.11.
You have to move back. Please, everyone, it's for your own safety.
What are we looking at?
Inspector Nakamura, you're not gonna believe this. Eyewitnesses said a tornado touched down here, flipped a single truck, and then moved on.
A city full of cars and it tosses the one van full of wild animals?
Yes, sir. Lions, tigers, and cheetahs. 5 big cats in all.
Did you say 5?
Inspector, we got a problem. There's a little kid.
Oh my god. It's like the Harambe situation all over again.
There's got to be something we can do.
We have multiple teams with guns trained on the animals, sir. But if we don't take out all 5 at once, they could...
Yeah, that kid looking bad for real.
Here now. What is it?
Look at that little girl. She said it's straight for them.
What the hell is she doing?
Also, we've met let me pause this real quick. We've met 6 of the 7 of the most advanced robots, by the way. So we've been wondering what's taking so long for the 7th one to find out. I thought it was the 7th one just murking all the other ones, but we could be wrong. I still think it's like a human robot hybrid that's kind of killing all these robots because you have to be strong. North number 2 ain't no scrub. He was a demon at war. And how did he get killed by like a human? So there's probably something going on still. We're still trying to kind of figure out the mystery. I'm really enjoying Pluto so far. We watched the 2nd episode yesterday, and very, very, very excited to see where the story goes next. Ooh.
Hey there, kitties. I know you're afraid. So who wants pets?
Got lions, tigers.
You're okay. Don't be scaredy cats.
Yeah, she's definitely a robot then. Because I remember her from the sequel. Look at that. W moved by that.
All teams, we've secured the boy.
Quit it! You're freaking them out with all those guns. Put him away already.
Why, hello there, Ura.
You guys are so dumb.
Yeah, she's definitely a robot.
You sensed they were afraid. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, then. Let me get this straight. You want me to believe those lions and tigers were scared?
I don't know. I guess so.
And that's why you headed to the scene? Taking a 3-kilometer detour from your usual path to school?
Silly, you know I did.
In other words, you can sense fear in animals over that long of a distance?
Kinda, yeah.
Wow.
What a wonderful ability.
So...
Hmm?
I'm bored. Can I go home now?
Adam!
I'm so sorry, Inspector Nakamura. I know my little sister can be a handful.
No, to the contrary. She really helped us out today.
Yeah, Adam. Thanks to me, we wrangled all the kitties without anybody hurting them. And none of them ate that little kid.
You deserve a special police award for that.
Why would I want a boring old certificate? No thanks.
Hold on.
I'll take that line if you want to give me something.
Thanks anyway. Have a good day, sir.
Inspector.
Huh?
He's here, like right now. They're meeting up with him down in the lobby.
What?
All right.
And where's Tawashi?
I just pinged him.
Good man.
But on how many times do I have to tell you not to take detours?
A million, I guess. I couldn't help it.
Oh, hey kids. You two are supposed to go through that gate.
Huh?
Actually, this is the right one, sir.
Huh? So you're robots? Man, it's getting to where you can't hardly tell them apart anymore.
I'm so
Right this way, sir, if you will.
it's so crazy to think. So they have I keep trying to figure out this society, like the segregation and the not segregation. The fact that Adam and his little sister robots have become so advanced that you can tell now people are like they can't tell the difference anymore. And I guess we're starting to see more and more because they've been really chill on the racism, if I'll be 100% honest. They've been mad chill. Oh, there you are. What's up? What's up?
What's up?
Majestic? Yeah.
Not much, man.
Oh my.
We in here.
Yeah, we chilling. We chilling. Were
I'm
you
good.
able to
You
watch
can
the
hear me?
second episode? I can hear you.
What's so funny is when I saw the chilling with Lonnie thing, I
Mhm.
said, let me get off this and watch the second and third episode. So I watched that around like 6 o'clock. So I updated myself, and Brando a real nigga. Hands down, we slam for Brando.
Oh, absolutely.
But he definitely lied. And his homeboy was pissed. Well, he was like, wait a minute. You didn't win. You didn't win, bro. You
Bro,
lost.
he
Once
gets
he
to
found out he lost, I was sick. Once I seen the horns, I was like, you didn't win, bro. You
I know
didn't
the
win.
crazy part is so his boy gets there, right? He gets to the island and he sees the horns. And that
Yeah.
Brando that he screamed, I felt that from my soul.
Once I seen the horns, I was like, yeah, he didn't win. He lied. He didn't win. He lost. He lost very bad, bro. I was sick watching that. I was sick watching that, bro.
Bro, you knew Brando was cooked. The minute we met his whole family, he was cooked. He was cooked from the beginning.
When I seen him go out there by himself, and the man said, you took everything, and including it. And once I seen him say, I found you, I was like, he's dead. It doesn't matter. He's dead. I was like, he's dead. Once the detective said, do not go out there by yourself the first time they had the convo together, I knew for a fact he was going to go out there by himself. Because you're telling somebody something and you're
Like, at least let all
foreshadowing.
three of them jump him. Like, just let them jump him, you know? Like, all three of them.
Nah, but I learned that the thing between him and Hercules and the friendship / battle, it reminds me of, I don't know if you watch One Piece, but I've like watched the beginning, like the first like 20 episodes when they go to this island where the two giants is, and the giants was on the random little island fighting for hundreds of years, and they was at a draw the whole time until Luffy them got there and one of them dies.
That's tough.
So I said it reminds me kind of like that. Like they're friends, they're like frenemies. Like they always gonna battle each other, but it was never cool until you seen my guy Hercules finally feel emotion once he seen them horns, and he was like, "Damn, I gotta fight him. No, I gotta fight him."
So we've seen, I think now we've seen the seventh one, because up to this point in the story, we've only seen 6 of the most 7 advanced, right?
Yeah.
We've seen 3 of them are dead. I always forget that first dude. What's his name? The first robot who was like more of an environmentalist, but he gets killed. He gets killed before the story. Mont Blanc. So we see Mont Blanc die, Brando die, and North number 2 die.
North number 2 is my nigga, dog.
Oh, bro. Every time I watch the show, I'm like, damn, I gotta pour out for North number 2, bro.
North number 2 is my nigga. I don't know why.
He was just trying to learn how to play the piano, bro. Let him live, bro.
Once he finally got to it, it didn't even matter no more. Didn't even matter no more. I was sick. Once he was like, we got to get ready for piano practice, I almost dropped one right there.
Oh my God, bro.
But one conspiracy I got before we go back. He was making it seem like he can see what was going on in the sky. And then he said, once the electricity move went off, he said, North number 2. I'm like, how you see this man get his ass beat? I'm confused. You're supposed to be a blind guy.
Hold on. So who do you think's doing it? So I thought it was the 7th robot, right? But now that they've introduced the 7th robot, it looks like it's Adam's little sister.
Yeah.
So unless she's doing some kind of crazy shit behind the scenes, I don't think it's her.
Hopefully it's not her, but I really want to get into when the one robot, the detective on the first episode, when he was talking to him and he was saying it might be the Roman god of the underworld. A small thing on that, the horns, he's right. Most of every god, I want to say, except for Hades, I want to say, and if you play God of War, you know who Hades is, but he's the only one who really don't have horns. But all of those guys that he was talking about in the beginning with the name Pluto and where Pluto comes from, and it stems from, you know, Hades, and if you want to go far, it's from Kemet people and stuff like that. But I wanted to say that I think it's some kind of monster, like a godlike monster, because when it showed the eyes in the clouds, I was like, I don't know. I don't think that can be a robot. Once I seen the eyes come in with the different colors, once I seen that part, I said, I don't think that could be a robot. No way.
Ain't no way it's a human either, because we watched that dude leap between buildings. Remember?
Exactly. That's why I say it might have to be a guy. Like, it just has to be a guy. I don't know
why is he so fixated on killing the robots then? Hey, I understand that he did kill a human too, but that human was like advocating for robot rights.
But it might be, because it got me thinking about the one Rick and Morty episode when he got arrested. Him and his Morty got arrested. He was like, wait a minute, I didn't kill all these other Ricks. And then couldn't find out it was like this one evil Rick that was in between him and another one.
It's like,
and
wasn't it Rick Prime? Was it not Rick Prime?
It was like numbers. It was like Rick whatever, and then couldn't find out he was in the middle. He was like in a gray area. Nobody could find him and stuff like that. But he was a Rick. So you're right. It might be the last robot doing all this, but this last robot might be mixed with humans, because we already see with the detective and Hercules that they're finally. He even said it like, we're changing. We're starting to have what? And then he said, "Is this compassion?" And then with Adam, he said, you make it seem like you enjoying the food. Like, he was like, yeah, because kids do the same thing. So I'm trying to make it seem like I taste it too. You know, so now they done been there so long, like he said, they're developing human like feelings.
Remember, at least at this point, they're like decades old, like 50 years old at least, because all of them, except for, we don't know if the little girl was there, but all of them were in that war.
Because the little girl just came out of nowhere.
So I think she was always there. I guess we'll just probably learn about what she was doing, if she was like created at that point. But
and then I seen little buddy in a tank. I'm like, where did this come from? Because when they say he was a part of the peace people, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking he's walking on the side and he probably got caught and was in. No, he's on top of the tank.
It feels like he's a mascot, but if things like pop off, he's ready. You know, he's ready to fight.
When I seen him levitate at the thing, I know the driver was like, what the whoa. Hey, chill. What's going on, bro? Can you talk to me?
Like, I will say this. So far, if it is a god, I'm thinking we've seen that only one robot in that world has killed a human, because they have these set of laws where for the robots that they can't break.
And from what I'm presuming, it was the detective, right? Because that's what the robot said when he was laying down.
Remember the robot that he goes to go see, the detective goes to go see in the first episode, that had that spear in him, like he's kind of like trapped there. And
you remember he said something like the human you killed 8 years ago or something like that, right?
I don't know if they really count that, because that's war. You know what I mean?
For the detective, so the detective was in the war.
I think so. from everything I've seen so far, because what it's doing, we're getting a lot of flashbacks, right? To
Yeah.
that time.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna get to that point. We're gonna
yeah,
get to
so
that
we
point.
know
But
Hercules was in the war for sure. We know
yeah, Brando was in the war
Brando was in the
too.
war, Mont Blanc was in the war, and
North number 2 was in the 4.
North number 2 was in the war, and Adam was in the war. Obviously, they all
Yeah.
fought different things. Like North number 2 was a demon. That's what we heard.
Yeah, he was going.
He was going
Listen,
ham.
once I
Bro.
seen him take off the cape,
And
I
he had
was
like
like,
4
he
arms.
lit.
I'll say, oh no, this man is a this man is
With
a
guns
demon.
as kneecaps. Guns as kneecaps. This man had a shotgun in one arm and had like a grenade launcher in the other arm. He had a sword in his chest. This man is a death machine. That's why I was like, this old man better chill out, because he could have easily got one shot.
The whole
one
first
shot
episode,
of him. Easy.
the whole time was like, man, I'm just waiting for this robot to kill
He
this
could
man.
override himself with emotion and go crazy. That's all I kept telling myself. He could override himself and go crazy.
So, and also the craziest part is, I wonder how many people are really paying attention to the evolution these robots are undergoing, right?
Yeah.
Brando had a whole family.
I was confused on that too, because he kept saying he was a human and he's just a lucky human. But once his head snapped off, I was like, holy.
That's my thing though. Like,
how do you have kids then? How do you have kids?
I just think he's like a foster parent, man. Him and his wife, they're like foster parents. They just they just adopt human kids, you know what I mean?
And then I'm like, for you to be this world-renowned wrestler making all this money and stuff like that, you stay in the Bronx. And then your wife, like, yo.
To be fair, who's pulling up on Brando to try rob his family for real?
But his wife's mid. You are the greatest wrestler in the world.
I think his wife's also a robot.
I mean,
this is my thing. Okay, let's say you pull up on his family while Brando's out
but
there wrestling.
The kids though.
Okay, let's say this. Let's just say, look, we're gonna pull up on Brando's family when Brando's gone. Brando is a robot. He will find you. He will find you.
Just like he found the tornado and found his death.
But
he found God that day.
Yeah, but that's
God.
He whooping every human out there. He whooping every human out there. Except
we don't know, because he didn't fight Hercules. We don't know. He didn't fight Hercules.
Hercules is a robot. Also, I think
Brando was a robot. He was just a lucky robot, according to him.
Any human tries to pull up on his family to rob him, besides the fact that Brando will know immediately that somebody's at his crib, right? And Brando can't get there. The detective pulling up. The detective can't get there. Adam's pulling up. All of them are
Once I seen the car fly, I'm like, okay, now y'all doing it. Now y'all really doing it. I didn't expect him to go.
He got that Spy Hunter car. Remember that game, Spy Hunter?
Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, okay, he said he finna go check it out. I'm thinking they finna go to the cliff where the truck was at, left, and then inspect the truck, and then look out and see him. No, they flew in the ocean and went right there. And then once I seen the blood, well, not the blood spill, but the oil spill, I said, if this man turned this into a scuba, a damn diving thing, a boat, I was like, I'm over. I'm done. This is too much in the future. I'm through with this. I said, nah, this is crazy. But I said, I like this so far. Once I watched it 2 episodes straight, I said, okay, we lit with this. It
is something that it's so long, so to speak, that you can't just sit down and binge it, because you're talking hour and a half episodes. I'm like,
I told my homeboy that it is 8 episodes, but it's an hour a piece. He was like, let me know when you're finished. Let me know when you're finished. I said, you know what? I was going to tell you about what my guy Random said about Shield Hero, but no, I'm going to let you watch it. Since you just got started on it, wait till that second season hits you. I said, wait till that second season hits you.
I'm so
he
sorry.
said, what you talking about? I said,
tell him I apologize already. I apologize already. The third season is good. It's getting better. It's mid, but it's getting better right now. So I'm interested in where they're going, especially since I know what the source material is. But I'm like, God damn, that second season is gonna haunt this series so bad that somebody at some point should be like, let's just redo this shit. Let's just redo it. So,
but the one I've been watching is Berserker Gluttony, and I ain't gonna lie. Them is one of those ones. I didn't think so. At first, it was like a little vibe. It was like a little vibe. And then I kept telling myself, like, this is something you vibe with. You with a girl, you could put this on. Like, this is easy to get into. Then once he turned it to the arrow and he put Buddy in the sky and shot it like 100 times, and he was still alive. And he said, I did that on purpose.
Oh, it's a problem.
I said, this is one of those ones. I said, these is one of those ones. And then ever since after that, it's been straight. I've been hating holy nights. I said, listen, I wish I was there with you. I would train and kill every single holy night that treated you like that. And then in my head, I'm like, bro, if him and Lady Rock, if he don't reach Lady Roxy and she dies before he can reach her, I'm gonna be heated. The only thing that pisses me off about him, though, the only negative I got, because this is only one negative, he ain't really got his ass beat yet.
Well, remember, he was getting his ass beat before the story. You know, he was broke, he was poor, and all he could
I'm just
afford
talking
was
about
like
versus
that.
these new, every time he get a new monster, because these things, like, they're not even giving him a break in between. I'm talking about this man was at like 125,000. The very next monster was 500,000. I said, bro, how is he gonna beat this? This doesn't make sense.
Well, it's
he
his
beats
skill,
it, no sweat.
So so I will say this, because I'm caught all the way up with a manga, and his skill is constantly making him look for more people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he has to keep upping the ante. He's like, what's the thing? He's like, I guess for lack of better, he's like a drug addict, and he's always looking for that next really big high.
And
because
then once I met Maine,
so the thing is, if he does stop for a significant amount of time, his skill will legitimately eat him alive. So he has to
once
keep.
he hit starvation, they were saying like,
once it's starvation, he's a monster. He's an absolute monster. He's
once
running around.
Hit the half with Shorty, Maine. Once he hit half, and she was like, "Don't let it control you." First of all, that Charmer video, I called it Charmer Ant. Shout out Hunter back. That Charmer with that girl inside, and couldn't find out it was her sister. And bro, I said, this is what I needed. I said, because I was trying to figure out, where did this girl come from? Because in my head, I said, if I'm you, until you meet up with Lady Roxy, you might as well do your thing. You feel me? You already saw her naked. She didn't care. She brown skin. Y'all share the same thing. I said, what if this is the plot twist? That's what I was thinking. I said, what if the plot twist is, we thought from the beginning it's supposed to be with Lady Roxy, but then since he found a commonality with Maine, with she got another power of deadly sin, you end up liking her. But then once he found out she was like millennials years old, and then she can never die, which is crazier. So he got to keep killing until he die. And she just has immortality to the point she just can't die at all.
Look, I don't want to spoil nothing, but I'll tell you this right now. Season 2, and especially season 3.
I think a new episode come out tomorrow.
I'm gonna say this: season 2 and season 3, you're gonna have some heat coming. That's all I'm gonna say, Majestic. You gotta have some heat coming. Unless you're trying to read the manga,
I did not expect it, because when I heard about it, I'm like, this sounds like a mid thing. Let me see what this is about. And then ever since that day, I called my homeboy, and I'm like, brother, the only thing that's stuck in my head that no she may not know she must. I'm like, I don't even know what she's saying, but I know his gluttony skill activated. I just gotta keep saying that. I don't even know what she was saying, bro. But I'm like, this man is heat. Once I seen that Scythe come out, I said, okay, we lit. I said, we in here. Find the next holy night. I said, the dude with the purple hair, I think his name was how do you say the guy's name with the purple hair? He just found the immortality thing, the stone that he was looking for. I forget his name, but once he get to that guy, I want him to get that guy the most. I don't like him the most. He has the Orochimaru face. Every anime has a character that looks and acts exactly like Orochimaru. That's another time.
But I will say this. I will say this because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil a lot. If you a holy knight and you cross my boy, you in serious danger. You are in serious danger.
It's one of those.
It's one of those. It's on site.
Oh man, it's one of those.
All right, let's finish this so we can talk. Where we at? I'm at 58-17. That's where I'm at right now. Woo. Let me go ahead and throw this on real quick.
You said 58-17. That means the show almost over. You heard me? If you at 58-17, that means you at the credits.
It's cold in here.
If you at 58-17, you at the credits then.
No. 58-17 left on the thing.
Okay. Cause they got me doing it the regular way. They ain't got it showing backwards.
Basically, right now, they just left. Adam and his sister just left the police station. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm right there. He talking to her outside the police station.
Like I remember somebody important just watching the police station. So they're I don't know who that is yet.
All right, bet I'm right there. I'm right there where he at.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. In 3, 2. Oh, wait a minute. So I'm looking over a new manga. Okay. Sorry. The new chapters dropped today for my scriptures, and I'm excited. Also, let me say this real quick. Salute to Moon, Peaches, and Lonnie. We had a lot of fun earlier in his stream watching Farron and getting fucked up.
Yeah. I saw that. I didn't get to finish it, but I'm like, once I heard a shot every time something happened, I'm like, okay, they doing one of those. They finna get lit.
Farron is one of those where like, obviously some like sad shit happens, but it doesn't happen the way you're used to seeing it. Like how the hero, like, so Farron is basically what happens after the hero party beats the demon lord, right? That's basically what they're telling that story. And you can tell from the moment you see the hero, oh, he really likes the elf, who's the main character, right?
Okay,
he just never tells her how he feels. But you can clearly tell, right? And she's gonna live for thousands of years. The elf lives for thousands of years, right?
And he's just a mere human.
Yeah, he's just a mere human. So they see like this meteor shower, and then like this only happens once every 50 years. She's like, all right, I'll see you guys in 50 years. And I'm like, hey, I don't think you understand how crazy that is.
Tell her how you feel, bro.
Yeah. So the crazy part is, so they do this montage where she dips out and does her own thing 50 years. She comes back, right?
Yeah.
The hero old as hell, the priest old as hell, even the dwarves only live for like 200 years. So they watch the meteor shower, and then he dies like right after. It. So I'm just like, damn. And then that's when she realizes
he didn't even get a chance to hit.
And the crazy part is so at the funeral, right? She starts crying because she's like, I never really got a chance to know who this dude is for real. You know, I don't ever think they were ever going to get together, you know, because just, you know, how she lives her life, who she is, but she never at the end of it all, they were just kind of like acquaintances. You know what I mean? They weren't even really like friends for real, even though you could clearly tell how he felt.
They're just associates. Yeah.
And then she realizes how bad that is. And then now, the priest just died too in the second episode, because, you know, these are humans, you know, and now she's realizing like, damn, these people I spent all this time with, like, they're gone.
Eventually they gotta go.
And that's what Farron kind of focuses on, is telling you like, yo, this is, you know, you got to understand this loss. And once again, everybody that she's gonna know, like, they're all gonna die. Even like she has an apprentice right now, she's gonna die. That's a human. She's gonna die.
So everybody that's a human around her eventually is gonna die.
And it's just one of those things, like, I feel really bad. But in the manga, Farron's cooking right now. They cooking with grease. They cooking mad. Okay. Look, I don't know what the author doing. I don't know who he talked to, but hey, my boy, keep it going. Because he cooking right now. He cooking like crazy. But
that's how I feel about them JJK workers, man. Even though y'all overworking, I just saw that last episode.
I need them
for people who being overworked. These episodes keep dropping.
Well, I heard the manga might go on hiatus, man. Them niggas need a break for real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been hearing that for 3 weeks, and every week, and we had 3 episodes, and they've been
pouring
great.
Out for me, bro. Pouring out for me.
Exactly. But I'm gonna say this last thing. If I wait to February the 2nd, right? and they got damn it Sukuna as a character, and one of y'all niggas do that fucking domain expansion on me that I just seen in that episode, I'm going to turn off my game. You will not get the win because that is fucking crazy. Once I seen what he did, I said, bruh, yes, Gojo shit was beautiful, but that right there. And then he ain't even seal it. When the lady was explaining in the thing, I said, why is his so different than everybody? She was like, if he didn't seal it, everybody's affected. I said, he doesn't care about nothing. Then for you to say, time to save the world, brat, and then Yuji come back, I told my homie, I said, I would have told him, I'd rather die. Once I seen the big meteorite thing that was magically gone all of a sudden, I'd have been like,
The craziest part is,
I can't do it.
it's
I can't
only
do it.
Sukuna is only he's about to get wild. He's about to get super wild. The reason why a lot of people like the Shibuya arc, obviously, it's a great way to take away Gojo, right, from the story, because Gojo is this problem where, like, okay, they're having problems. Then somebody would be reading, so just send Gojo to go fix it. So they take
Yeah.
away that thing, right? And then obviously Nanami gets his chance to shine. You see characters, like you see some tragic characters.
RP my nigga, man. I cried. I really dropped a tear because once I seen him on the beach, my dumb ass literally saying, why is he on the beach at a time like this? And then once I got to it, the realization, and then I seen the piano, that piano, their music choices during the fights when it's a sad scene and when it's a turned up scene, like when Yuji fight, like even the soundboarding with Yuji versus Mahito, they sound choices with the pianos, they music choice is a fucking one. That piano that was going off, it made it so much sadder than what it was had to be because he was slaying shit. But it was still sad because they're cutting into his flashback with him actually fighting. That was the first time they did that. Usually when they do the flashback, they do the whole flashback unless you Sukuna and you just go inside a nigga flashback. That is insane. But they was cutting into his fighting with the flashback. It was, that last episode was great. I said, listen, if y'all doing shit like that, I don't agree, Mappa. I don't agree. But like May said, I understand. I understand.
Look, Mappa, all I'm saying is let them niggas sleep for real. Like, god damn. Like, they're finishing the episode like 4 hours before it's supposed to air. And then they showed like the director.
If it's heat like that, god damn it. I don't know.
No. That's my problem.
That Sukuna fight versus that special grade. I said, where did this thing
that was
come
only
from?
30%. Only 30% of what the studio wanted to do. Bro. Like they did this, right?
How could you do more?
Motherfucker, they had 70% more they wanted to show. The Blu-ray gonna be crazy, Majestic. That's all I'm saying. The Blu-ray gonna be crazy.
RP my nigga Money, man.
Look, this they showed the director of the anime at like some kind of anime con before the thing dropped, and that nigga looked like I've never seen a more exhausted motherfucker in my life. Like you know, they talk about seeing like them cartoon bags under the eyes, right, when they're tired. That nigga had like luggage underneath his eyes. That nigga was tired.
The Naruto owner always look like he about to cry when he being interviewed for some reason. No offense, but he be looking like he just sick of everything. He looked like he signed to a 360 deal. Like he has to do them interviews, but he really don't want to do them interviews. He just really have to. And they're like, you know, you got an interview today, right? What?
The crazy part is, Lonnie said it. He think the Naruto owner fell off. Because he made the new Naruto game and Lonnie played it, and he's like, Lonnie's mad disappointed. He think he fell off. He said like, man, the Naruto Boruto relationship is like how I am with my kids. And Lonnie's just like, go see your kids, bro. Go see your kids.
Nah, I didn't download it for a reason. I heard too many bad reviews on it, but
Lonnie was hurt.
One game that was on Black Friday, they said that I did get with that Demon Slayer game.
I heard that Demon Slayer game.
And I'm gonna let you know right now. That online get the busing, and once I got that character pass, nobody could not stop me with Tengen. People be heated. I don't know how, but I will 30-point combo you, and by the time you think about it, you only got 20% of your life over with. Like even with who was the girl that was with Sabito in the beginning? Makimo, I guess how you say her name or whatever.
She was the girl that has the ball.
Yeah, when he
Yeah.
had to split the ball in front of Sabido and the girl, but couldn't find out they were just spirits the whole time. That girl combos go crazy on there, and nobody picks her because they think she's like, you know what I'm saying? She's not one of those. But her combos is like her and Tomioka combos is crazy. Combos is crazy because everybody wants to pick Tanjiro. Everybody wants to pick Nezuko. I'm like, okay, y'all don't realize them dudes got the slowest combos on the game. So
I'd be
every
like,
time,
I feel like Zenitsu would be crazy.
nah, they really limited his combos. It's really weird. They got him. He can continue combos by doing the little flash thing, going up 1 and up 2, like he did on the spider when he was fighting Roy little brother. He has that in the game, but he doesn't have like a stupid crazy combo, if that makes sense. So they kind of Inosuke, stupid combo. When they come to hand-to-hand combat, his combos is crazy. But they made the problem with Demon Slayer, the reason why I don't like it is because they could have put more Hashira, they could have put more demons, but instead they put 9 different versions, basically. If we being honest, it's 9 altogether of Tanjiro, Zenitsu, and Inosuke, which is stupid.
Why 9 different versions of them?
You got the regular version of them.
Uh-huh.
You got the Academy version, which you didn't fucking need.
What?
You got the Academy version of them, and the finishers on the Academy ones is so dumb. So dumb. Tomioka finisher as the Academy Tomioka, he just whistles, get it together, and the whistle flies you back into the building. That's it.
The Academy. Oh, you talking about, like, you know, at the end of those episodes when they just put him in like a school just to kind of
fucking exactly.
Oh,
and then you got
what?
And then not only do you got the regular version of them, not only you got the regular version of them, and you got the Academy version, not only that, you have the Entertainment District version of them. So you got Zenitsu when he dressed like a girl, when you could have just made the regular Zenitsu.
That's just a costume change. It's just a costume change.
Like, come on, man.
Oh,
you could have put other Hashira in there. You could have put other demons in there. The only thing I do like about it is if you play as a demon, you can't pick 2 people. If you play as a regular demon slayer, regular human, you can pick
that
2
makes
people.
sense. That makes sense. Demons, the craziest part is when people really think about it, the Demon Slayer Corps has one of the worst like disadvantages. Like, they're legitimately fighting up a hill when they fight demons.
Every
They're
time.
legitimately fighting up a hill.
Because the same thing you just said with the Fenrir anime that you're watching. Akaza said it to Rengoku at the end. I really like you. Like, fight with me. Like, you know you're not gonna last forever. You know if we keep on fighting, I'm going to kill you. So I'm trying to save you. I get to practice and fight and be stronger every single day for the rest of my life. And Rengoku was not having it. He still had that same weird smile on his face, that cringy smile. They could have just made it better.
Rengoku is, though. I've always wondered, because a lot of people talk about what if another Hashira was there? Like, what if Tengen was there? I'm like, I'm not gonna hold you. I think Akaza's
It's
cooked.
over.
I think Akaza's cooked.
He's cooked.
I think
because it doesn't get to the point where Tanjiro loses his second sword by throwing it at him and having that. You're gonna miss that coward thing again. You're gonna miss that part, but he's gonna die.
Well,
because Tanjiro's gonna come at the end, like once he get up and gets, because he was under rubble, and I think he was helping trying to find Nezuko and Zenitsu.
Remember, the conductor of the train stabbed Tanjiro in this like side too.
Yeah, but I remember he was trying to find Zenitsu and Nezuko, and once he found them like sleeping under the train rubble, that's when he went back to Rengoku and Akaza. That wouldn't happen because once he go back and have an opening, now you have an opening. Because you remember he kept saying, I wish I can get in there, but if I get an opening, I'm killed. I don't think you would have been killed. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like you could have went in there and got the busted for real.
I think the toughest part about Tengen is that he needs time to kind of understand your fighting style. And then remember, even without one hand, he was like, I figured you out. I'm good now. And he was that's why if Tengen was there, first of all, it's not just Tengen, you get his wives too. So the train situation itself, it's chilling.
So bad. They so bad. All 3 of them so bad. Oh my god.
All 3 of them.
He is a goat. He's a goat. He's a goat. That's all I'm saying.
All 3 of his wives are like Is this what they would? If this what the 3 boys would just look if they were women?
Mm.
I get that. If you think about it, just think about it. All his wives are just the female versions of the 3.
Because they all did have blonde hair, black. And
Yeah,
one of
and
them
they
did
all,
have
like,
black and
remember
blue, had like a nose.
think about it.
Bro.
I'm sorry. There's clearly a wife
You
order.
just mind blowed me
Yeah,
when you
there's
just did
clearly a wife order. There's a Hinatsuru is Tanjiro. She just is. She just
Yeah.
is. All right. Then you have the girl with
the middle with the blonde hair. She's a Netsu.
She's
And the oldest
you know,
one is a Nosuke.
yeah.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. But even if they had like, okay, not even Tengen. Even if they had the girl, I don't remember her name.
Mitsuri is a fucking cheat code.
Once I seen her at the end of season 3, oh my, she made up for that mid of a season.
Well, I'll say
she made up for that mid of a season. But little buddy, Michiro, he's that nigga. I can't hold it. I just don't like him knowing it though.
Was it Rengoku trained Mitsuri? He trained her. So she was his Suguko early in the story, and then she couldn't really figure out
sword. It's so wonky and weird.
That's why she couldn't really figure out fire breathing. So that's when he was like, look, how about you just try to figure out what your thing is? You don't have to actually do fire breathing. And then that's when him with her, they figured out her love breathing thing and then the sword and all that stuff. So I'm just telling you, like, it really
then
just felt like it was a
and the way
bad
she was
matchup.
going off with it, her sword reminds me of Maki's nunchucks on JJK. Like the way it will go off into multiple hits within one swing by the way it's angling. It will go off like the arrows of that one demon that they fought in the beginning, that Tanjiro fought in the beginning. I don't remember his name, but he had the arrows. But that power was so crazy. I'm like, why other animes? I'm like, maybe I ain't watched a lot of anime, but I'm like, is there any other anime that use the power of like arrows? Because using that as a power system can be OP if you do it right. And they did it right. He just died too early.
I feel like they most of the time, they would probably give that power to like a protagonist, like a protagonist would have that power. Because you have so much potential in that power.
Hisoka. Hisoka with that arrow ability with them cards, but he's doing it with the card. At the end of the arrows cards.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
I forgot his name, but he need to hit me up so we can finish this ending. I ain't even finished it though. I didn't even finish that. That's why I wrote in the comments during the chill thing. I said I'm not mad at the ending because Riddell was like, I'm not finna invest my time in reading it because I know the ending. And then I'm reviewing it, so I gotta edit videos and stuff. So by the time I get to the ending, I done forgot it. So I wrote in the comments like, by the time I get to the ending, I forgot. I'm gonna be surprised. And by the time I get to the real ending of the anime, new episodes probably done came out and all that before he goes away or whatever. Because I heard that he dropped new chapters recently or something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I know he said he has an ending just in case he doesn't finish or if he dies. There's an ending.
No, he had 4.
Well, the other 3
that's the thing. He only gave 4, up D, right?
Yeah, but he has 3 just in case he gets closer to finishing. But if he dies on the way, there's one specific ending that he wants them to go with. Right?
Yeah,
that's one with his.
That's the one I think he should never told us. I don't think he should have told her D. I think he should have left that to the animators to close out with it with a note saying like, this is the one I chose for y'all that I really wanted. And then I think the ones he should have exposed us to the other 3 so we can all wait. Like he would have built up more anticipation. Like, what is the D then? He said it's ABCD, but he only gave us 3. So that means D is going to be the real one. Then you build anticipation for a show that we don't know if it's going to come out again or not.
I mean, I agree with you, man. But you know, he got.
Because I just finished the York New art just now, and 10 out of 10. I don't care. Funniest part is when Hisoka finally gets his chance. You finally get the chance to fight your op. And he says, I would fight you, but I don't have Nin no more. The blonde guy put a thing in my chest. Don't have Nin. When his face turned black and white, I died laughing. And then when they left him there, like the minute after, you just see the blimp moving and he's just sitting there on the mountain. Then 10 minutes later, at the end of the anime, the next day, he's still on the mountain in the same pose. So he sat there the whole night. And I said, what are you going to do? And I'm like, he sat there all night in that same pose, hands in his pocket. Like, what am I going to do now? I have no nin. My people can really go without me, and that's what they finna do. So it's kind of over for me now. Like Karabaka, that's 1,000 IQ move. I respect him. But Canada, you had to go. You had to go. I had to go.
I will say this, man. I will say this. Well, with the 4 endings now, I'm very curious if that's going to motivate him to fucking finish the story. Because now that we know endings, but who knows, man.
And not no offense, you had a break. Just saying, you had long enough breakage. So.
But we've seen these things, like these stories, like Vagabond is never going to finish. It just never is. Vagabond's never going to finish. Even Overlord, the author he's burnt. It's like Overlord burnt him out. It literally did.
And then sometimes they get burnt out, just like artists have like music block. Writers can have writer's block too. I don't understand why people don't understand that.
So now he was burnt out for a while, but now it looks like he's speeding toward an ending for Overlord. So Overlord is finally ending, and like this is just the light novels, right?
See,
what else? Obviously, Berserk. We're never gonna get the true ending because Miura is gone. But what they're doing now is crazy. You know what? The new arc. I wonder how long Berserk is truly gonna go. Are they gonna go another 10 years? It feels like we're only getting a chapter every couple months. So I don't know how long Berserk's gonna go, you know?
Yeah, and I just found out that Demon Slayer was done. I just got sad as shit.
Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer finished right before the end of the first season.
Yeah, my homeboy was like, "You idiot! It's been done. I've been telling you this for a while." I'm like, bro.
So the best part about Demon Slayer is that the anime is one of those rare times where the anime legitimately is so much better than the manga. It's crazy. Like season 2 alone, if you go read those chapters, like the anime does that part so well that I'm like, oh, this is where you can tell the freaking studio. It's like, oh, we got this down bad. Now we just get nasty with it. We like it's like
because number 2 is just so it's like
I still think it's the best fight. It's still the best fight I've ever seen.
I'm gonna still defend it to the death that season 2 is the best season of Demon Slayer that they got. Like it's just what it is.
The best fight.
It's 2, 1, 3. Exactly what it is.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you
for sure.
That Tengen, was it Tanjiro Tengen and his squad versus Gyotaro and Daki? It's the best fight I've ever seen.
Yeah, and on that Demon Slayer game, Gyotaro is crazy.
Oh my god,
he's
like
crazy. Daki is trash though.
I agree, but that's how it is. Daki is
trash, but
Daki's always trash.
I just felt like
she just be getting carried. She just be getting carried.
The last thing I felt like they could have stretched this out. Like I told people, my main problem was they should have let the last thing be Orochimaru versus the upper 5 pot guy, because he's had so many different powers that he was tapping into at the end. Like he was really OP as a villain. And I felt like instead of the kid giving him water bubbles like Luffy versus Crocodile, I feel like they should have let the girl come and save him, and that be the end fight when Tanjiro them come and save him out the auction bubble while the girl fights number 5. Once they save him, Tanjiro them too tired. The girl and Machiro fights the upper 5, defeats him. That's the end of the season. It would have still had the same impact because that number 4, once he changed and went fusion on himself and made himself younger, all that, they could have made that the next season. They could have made him the end villain of the next season, the upper 4. They could have made the 5 the whole 3rd season. They could have made the 5.
I think what I agree. They probably should have given season 3 more episodes. I would agree with that. But the whole
because
point
of the 2
season,
monsters, though, they would have just had 1. The 13 would have been great if they would have just had the upper 5 and that's it. But when you added 2 more, you had to add backstory, which you really didn't. to the upper four, you didn't really add much backstory into the guy other than he splits off and it turns into different emotions, but they couldn't tell in the beginning. Like, he was destroying them in the beginning. I said, bro, he should not be here right now. When they was on that rooftop, Nezuko was getting destroyed. The one guy with the shot off getting destroyed.
Well, you know, that
Tanjiro
dude
walked in like he was a superhero.
I will say this: the guy
Destroyed.
would have sawed off. The guy would have sawed off. He's kind of cooked because he reached his potential a long time ago. So, and
Once
also he's
he bit the
Sanemi's.
demon and ate it, I said, "Whoa!"
Yeah, he's also
Whoa.
Sanemi's little brother. He's also Sanemi's little brother, right?
If he
And
would have came versus Akaza, it probably would have been bad for Akaza. Not even Tengen. I was saying him. I didn't know his name.
I think Rengoku was just the worst matchup. That's the problem.
But
Rengoku was just the worst matchup.
Still on the low, he could have won though. He still could have won on the low.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like the girl would have won versus Akaza. I feel like the girl, and I feel like not the Muchiro. I think he would have lost too. I think the girl, the Win Hashira that you just named, I think he would have won. And I don't know about the Orochimaru looking guy, like I just brought up 10 minutes ago.
Him,
that's what I'm saying. It's iffy about him, but I had to bring that up because I just brought this up 15 minutes ago that every anime has a guy who looks like Orochimaru, just like the Holy Knight with purple hair, just like this dude. Come on, bro.
Well, I'll say this right now, off the top of my head, I think Tengen would win eventually because they would just keep fighting and they would he would just figure out what Akaza's moves are. And the fact that the train would never the train situation would have gone better because his wives would be there. Even if they all fell asleep, right? Even if they all fell asleep.
And Akaza is not faster than him. He's way faster than Tanjiro. Yeah. Like, he was speed bixing. Like, it's a speed thing too, you know? Yeah. So it's like Tengen is the fastest one from what I've read up on and what I've seen. And as you've seen by that end fight with Guitar, when they was just straight up throwing blow for blow, that's the fastest you're probably going to ever see a striking blow from a Hashira, sad to say.
Well, I'll say this: even if they all end up getting put asleep by the train demon itself, I think Tengen and his wives have been since they're ninjas, they've been trained against that. So I think they would break out of that mad.
They would have got out of that easier, but I think
just give each wife gets a train car, right? And then Nezuko.
See, that would have been too good. It would have went too great. So they wanted to put some emotional development. So they had to put people like Zenitsu, who, you know, his main thing is sleeping for him to be a better person. They had to put a guy who was out of his natural environment.
I still think Zenitsu would have been fine because the minute he falls asleep, you fucked up. You fucked up.
But low key, he was almost dead though.
Yeah, but like
him, the only person who got out of it and killed their own thing the quickest to wake up was a Inosuke, for real. Even though he woke up the second.
Well, he's crazy. That's why his shit didn't work. He's crazy.
His whole dream was ordering them around inside of like an underworld. Like, he was ordering them around.
Inosuke just needs like. I'm like Inosuke.
Like Zenitsu was feeling bad. It was quick because he could not find Buddy. And I was like, bro, he has to hurry up. Buddy is at his soul. But I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the last thing. I know we got to get back to Pluto. Because we done went seriously off topic. But that animation, when that kid went into Tanjiro's soul core and them little things was bringing him to it, and he was like, why would you bring me to it? And it was like, we were supposed to. I dropped it to that animation is so beautiful. That had to be $1 million.
I feel
that
bad.
Had to be $1 million.
I feel bad for the girl at Rengoku's soul, and she tears it open, and then the minute she tries to attack the soul, she like gets burnt alive.
Yeah, it was all when she walked in. I said, do you see the bricks on fire on the ground? And you gonna walk in there. Tanjiro's would have been the easiest, but I would have gave up too. I would have cried.
Bruh,
I would have cried.
Tanjiro's soul, like,
I would have cried.
Talk no jutsu the demon. That's how nice his soul is. Tanjiro is just a genuinely good person. He's just a really good person. That's who Tanjiro is.
Do you think if they would have did that inside Luffy's soul, it would have been the same?
No. Luffy would have been like meat and fights.
They would have had to fight to get to his soul core.
Yeah, they would have, and like that, and then like sit down and have a feast, like eat, and then he'd be like, all right, now you can go get to the soul. Like for instance,
Exactly.
Goku, if they did like Goku Soul would be like, square up, nigga. Square up.
They would die.
That's all it would be,
Vegeta's
just different versions of Goku getting
Vegeta's
ready to
they
square up.
wouldn't last a second. They would never reach his soul core. It's so much hate near it, and it's a border of hate past the hate. So they're never going to reach the soul core, because once you got to pass the racism first, because he was low-key a small bit of racist like Frieza. So you got the racism barrier. His soul core is like the whole space for Attack on Titans. That circle with multiple circles on the inside,
Yeah.
they was never going to reach his core. It was so
Like
much hatred, bullshit.
Gohan's core would be like he's like reading a book, and then like
His would have been easy.
Yeah, no,
His would have been easy to
that's the
get
problem
to.
though. He would have been reading the book, but then somebody would have like said shit about his family, and then Gohan would have just beat his ass.
Exactly. He'd have been like, "Who's that in the book?" He'd have been like, "What you mean, who that in the book, bitch?"
My family, hold up, square up, nigga. Like what? No, you got something to say about my family? Square up.
And then he just sitting there key blasting you 30,000 times, and you're like, "This is not him. This is just his soul attacking me like this."
Yeah. So hold up, real quick before we go back. So salute Angie. She was the GOAT. Go loser.
Bro, shout out
Rangers.
Angie, man.
Yeah. I don't know that much about it. I did read like a little bit, like a synopsis of it. It sounds cool. It's basically like Power Rangers, except like, let me make sure I say this right. It's like let me just look it up. Let me not go off.
Yeah, because I saw a bunch of clips on Instagram about it. And once I seen the animation trailer for it, it looks like it's coming from a side where it's like they're not the flashy and glitz and glamour save everybody go Power Rangers. I really think it's the exact opposite. Like I really think they're supposed to be like losing Rangers and trying to get themselves back together and stuff like that. If it is that, it's great.
Well, here's
For
a
sure.
summary. Here's a summary on IMDb. 13
Yeah.
years ago, a giant floating fortress appeared 10 kilometers in the sky, and an evil army called Kaijin started attacking humanity. The Kaijin have regenerative powers, so they are effectively immortal and pose a real threat to humanity. A new organization called Ryujin Sentai Dragon Keeper, featuring people with mysterious powers and weapons called Jingu, continue to fight against the Kaijin to this very day. So I'm very interested to see how it looks. I
ain't gonna lie, that low key sound heat. I'm ready for it. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, there's that.
I think it's gonna be good because
it's
it's Power Rangers. As the anime, like they already said, they're making John Wick into an anime.
I'm not mad at that.
So I need to see. I've never seen a shooting anime like that.
Are we getting young John Wick?
Yeah, they're not putting the old one. I think further down the
also
the
he's
line,
not dead, right? He's not dead. He just faked his death.
No, because you remember he said in the interview, like, yeah, 4 is my last one. I told them if they don't kill me off or whatever, I'm not doing it. And then right after it says he's working on 5 right now.
He's not dead. He just faked his death.
Yeah, he's working on 5 right now.
If you want to do a John Wick movie, and this is the last thing we say, because we gotta watch Pluto.
Yeah,
just make him a mentor. Like show somebody new, because I don't want them to do a live action young John Wick. I don't want them to do that because they're gonna ruin it, right? So just show somebody new entering the game, and like John Wick trains him. Just show that.
Yeah.
And then if you want to do that, and then John Wick basically hands the baton off to whoever this new person is, and we run from there. Because I'm fascinated by that world. How the
if
world
they can do that for the anime they're working on, even if that's the background for the anime, it'll be great. It's just I've never seen a shooting anime like really like that, and I'm expecting to be John Wick is gonna be crazy because it's nothing but nonstop shooting.
The world is so nice though. That's why I think it's not just the shoot, which is crazy because hey, John Wick.
I'm like this animated, these shooting scenes like in the club and all that. That's gonna look crazy. I don't think people understand.
Mappa, you can't have this one. Let them niggas sleep, okay?
Nah, I think they should have animated it. They needed John Wick should have JJK animation.
I agree.
Them shooting scenes should have JJK animations. Like he need to have power once he get in that mode. He needs to have like a small aura around him to make it look better. I will say
this. So John Wick always double taps. John Wick does what every freaking action protagonist does. Look, I remember he's fighting one of the guys in the water, right?
Yeah.
And then they're shooting at each other, and then he dodges it, and then John Wick gets in there, taps him once in the head, taps him again, then goes, moves his neck to make sure he really got him, taps him 2 more times.
That's
and he's
what I'm
like, all
saying.
right.
Like, how is they gonna putting this in the animation is gonna look insane, whoever picks this up. But they said it's already being animated to be released in 2024. So
We'll see. But
we'll see, man.
let's
get
hop right
to
back
this.
on it. Bro, we've been talking for like 30 minutes.
I know they're like, this ain't Pluto. Like, niggas talking about Demon Slayer and JJK and shit. We trying to watch Pluto.
All right. I just started again.
All right, man. Yeah.
Oh, that nigga is evil. That nigga is
Are you
evil as hell.
listening to a word I say, Adam?
Yeah.
Talking about baby with the slick back hair, right?
Tell you, it
Absolutely.
wasn't just some random
You not
detour.
trust that boy.
I felt something weird, so I had to check it out.
That nigga is evil as hell.
Hello. Thank you for coming.
I'm not watching
My
anything Mel
name is
Gibson related,
Superintendent
Angie.
Tawashi. Welcome to the Tokyo Metropolitan Police.
Yeah, that nigga evil as fuck.
It's so nice to have you with us here. Would you get me a translator already? Yes, right away, sir.
Don't bother. I can speak your language perfectly well.
Oh, that nigga evil as fuck. I'm sorry.
I see. Smartest man in Central Asia. I should have guessed it, right?
Yes, of course.
Make yourself comfortable. I know this drab little room isn't ideal for conversation. Sorry, Professor Abula.
Please, there is nothing to apologize for. Your country is beautiful. Not so my homeland, Persia, as of late.
Is this visit a part of the post-war reconstruction efforts?
Indeed. I'm here to
So
attend the
they
World
say
Science
Central Asian.
Conference
Did
in
they just
Tokyo.
fight in like the Middle East? Is that what this
By
sounds
the
like?
way, Professor
Yeah,
Abula,
it sounds like everything
also here in
is
Japan
going
3
back
months
to this
ago. Were you
Central
not,
Asian
sir?
war. And I'm trying to
that-
figure out, like you said in the
I
first
believe you had a
episode,
meeting with
how
a
many
young scholar
times has
named
this happened?
Junichiro
They said the
Takashi,
39th
right?
century. I'm like, hold up, 39.
Yeah, what about the 38th, 37th, 35th?
Like, what the fuck? Y'all
He was a great
y'all
man.
talking about like no
Why was
when
he
like
slaughtered to
25.
commit such a
Y'all was
brutal
like,
fashion?
we good, right? Like
As it
after the
turns out,
25th one.
you
They
were
said,
the
nah,
last
we
person to
got
see
14
alive.
more in us.
And North number 2 is still in his
Not
prime,
under any
going
suspicion,
off.
because your alibi is ironclad.
He killed
Going
tens
off.
of
Time
thousands
death,
of
you had
robots. My
already
guy was
boarded your
cooking.
flight back to Persia
For
and
real.
ready
My
to
guy
take
was
off.
cooking.
Mount Blunt went on too. He just didn't want to tell nobody. Told him I
Well,
killed a lot. That man
did you
said
notice
a
anything
lot.
unusual?
You killed 3,022. I'm like, dang, bro. You had to put bro number. He just said a
He was
lot,
just
bro.
chilling, bro. You could tell he's clearly
The
having
natural robot law
a
for his
existential
brain
crisis
intelligence.
right now. My boy was
He's
struggling.
going through it. He said, "Ha,
Scientists can be
you
sure.
lying. You had 3,022, bro. That was impressive.
Hercules was hating for real. Hercules was
Yeah.
hating.
You knew the number. You still
For a
put
while,
yours
I
out
thought
there
the
and
humans
asked him
didn't need
after
you.
you
You
knew
were
the
a good
number
guy.
already. You hating. You a hater.
Just a hater, bro.
But
He got
overall,
more than you. It's
I
okay,
would say
bro.
robot kind.
He's
okay.
he's a robot. Well,
It's
you a
okay.
robot too, but still, he's
Humans can
not.
tell
First of
He's
all,
not
Mont
blind.
Blanc was out here fighting by
So
himself. He didn't have no like extra suit.
Humans make such
Okay,
weird faces sometimes.
that's why
This
Hercules
man
is a
had the
fraud.
whole city on his back, whole village.
Hercules is a fraud.
Man back
He
there.
got a whole
For
suit
real.
to put on, bro. He a fraud.
At the sensor gate. coming in
Brando
to the
too.
left.
Well,
I can't
at least
figure
Brandon
out-
was chilling. You know, he's
But
like,
he
look.
was a real one. He
Yeah,
was
he was
chilling
like,
one
look.
day. You came to him with it, and he ended his life
Well, then,
when he wasn't. He didn't even know about this.
Mhm.
Of course. I
You
just
gave
was
him
wondering.
all the information. He waited 48 hours and killed himself.
Idiot! Didn't I tell you to turn the damn thing off? Sorry, he's a VIP.
I'm afraid most of my organic body was not.
Ain't gonna lie.
Wait, that
people
dude's a
would-
robot?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Professor.
Please, it's fine. An honest mistake. Apropos of nothing. I
People
heard
with
there was
those
a
nose,
tornado in Tokyo.
they always evil.
There was.
I want people to understand that. People with those type of nose he got,
Place.
they're evil. I just want people to know that.
Something is scared.
The cats are all okay, so it's not them, right?
What I felt just now.
The little girl might be way more powerful than Adam. Watch.
Well, she can like legitimately
Is it separate
sense
from the
people's
cats, or do you
fear
think
from
it
like
was one of them?
miles away. So
Can't tell, but it was strong.
Yep, she one of those.
Feeling. You're still picking up the same one now?
But it's coming in faint.
Which direction? Can you tell?
I wonder.
It's so
I
faint,
I
it's
bet
supposed
she
to be
can't fight
anywhere.
though, for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because usually in animes, they powers go with their characteristics a little bit. So her sense and fear, hers might be the fear to fight.
The one who's
You know, her
debating
thing might be
Adam
once she get over that fear, she
You,
might be OP
Adam.
as hell. But she can never get over that point because the fear aspect. So it might be. But Adam, I don't even see him bump. I want him to go to the sky today. Go
To
to
be
the
fair,
sky
I'm getting
today.
mad. We haven't seen Adam throw a punch yet.
Nothing.
It's been like 4 hours of
You
actual
said,
watch
whoa,
time.
what is this?
Hey, wait a minute.
Is that Venom?
That is a
Oh,
giant.
there go the
what is that,
horn. Okay, it showed the horns. Okay. Then it leaves. Oh my gosh. Why would you do that? There go my dog Brando, man.
Oh,
RIP, man.
bruh.
RIP, man. Don't try to delete it now. You were just emotional.
You were looking at it again. What happened to him wasn't your fault.
They're pouring out for Brando for real, bro.
We should take a vacation.
Are you sure?
I mean,
Okay,
you
I see
mentioned it
why,
the other
man.
day.
But can you take the time away from work?
With Brando having killed his attacker, the higher-ups consider the matter dealt with.
In that case,
He's not dead, Brody.
Yeah,
Do
bro.
not take that
Not
trip.
dead.
I'm sure.
Hercules.
thoughts
You should
on
call
Japan?
Hercules. He'll
If
tell
you
you.
take that trip, the whole city is done for.
The whole place enchanting.
Japan it is then.
Ooh, they're going to Japan?
Yeah, because Hercules told him to go, I believe.
Travel Bureau.
No. The guy who was giving him the upgrade told him to go.
Greetings, Mr.
Mm.
Gazette.
I would like to make another reservation with you.
Thank you very much, sir.
A trip to Japan for my wife and me.
Excellent choice.
If something happened to his wife, I'm gonna be
think
hot.
we'll have to enter her in your
She's just
system
chilling,
before
bro.
we
She's
book.
just being she's just
No,
chilling.
sir. We already
This
have
is
your
anime.
family
She's
on
going to
record.
get clapped.
That's unlikely, as she's never left the Euro Federation before.
Both of you registered for travel with Marco Polo in the past, but canceled your reservation later.
We did what?
But when?
2 years ago, ma'am. Interestingly, also for a trip to Japan.
So we booked a trip
Whoa.
to Japan?
What's going on here?
Why did she say that? 2 years ago, we were in Spain. I was on my training assignment with Europol.
That's right. We lived in Madrid.
Oh no,
for
they've
like 12
been
months.
their memories got wiped.
Remember all our photos?
It's our day at the Sagrada Familia.
Oh, and that was in Andalusia.
Yeah, but it can't be white because they got the photos.
Sunflowers.
Nah,
I
you
got
can
all
manipulate
turned around
photos,
looking
bro.
for you.
Yeah, it can be an illusion. You're right. You're right.
To use your GPS to find me, and even then it took a while.
But see, they're bringing up moments of it, though.
The two of us sure took a lot of photographs, didn't we?
Well, the anime.
They,
It's not like
this
like
better
the
not be
Marco Polo
like
thing
a
with the lion.
Gabamaru thing, where the
Oh
whole
my
thing might be
God.
illusion.
Oh my god.
Yes. See,
Maybe too many.
Yeah. We try to copy human behavior, but we don't take it that far. We had fun, didn't we?
Yes, of course we did.
And apparently we planned a trip to Japan in the middle of that trip.
They know it's fake.
yeah, something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
All done, Gazette. Rise and shine. Scans are clear. There's nothing
Yeah,
abnormal.
he the one that told them to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Look, I know you wouldn't have pushed for this diagnostic if you weren't experiencing some sort of malfunction.
But according to the data I pulled, everything looks normal. I still think it's a case of simple fatigue. What happened to Brando isn't your fault, so don't blame yourself.
Something
For
happened.
all of its failings, human memory is a very convenient thing. We have a great capacity to forget. Our lives would be tough indeed if we had to hang on to every painful reminder. Thus, forgetting is something of a balm. But it doesn't work like that for robots, my friend. Your memories endure permanently. The only fix for a bad robot memory is to delete it.
Professor.
Boy, if we can delete memories at a click of a damn button, boy.
Would they not?
they would log it, but I'm not seeing any record of that.
Then how about the insertion of inaccurate memories? Any luck?
Inaccurate, like the thing just never happened, right?
Yes.
Back in the day, you'd hear rumors about that being done to robots who were in jail. But now with robots having rights, no way. Any particular reason, you ask?
What if someone had deleted certain memories and replaced them in my head with fakes?
Hmm.
What if my nightmare is a remnant of that process?
It's an interesting theory.
And now who done did the deleting?
I don't trust the doctor, bro. I don't trust him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at his the nose. The nose. Look at the nose.
Meeting right now.
I just told you that. Look at the nose.
Please, Director Schelling, this will only take a moment of your time.
Then you can have that moment tomorrow.
Did you manipulate Detective Kazik's memories somehow?
Look at the nose. Again. Both of them got
Oh,
the
so he
nose.
definitely did.
He did.
He definitely did.
He did, for sure.
How many robots of Gazik's caliber are left in the world?
Huh?
How many robots have there ever been that could be converted into weapons of mass destruction?
There used to be 7 of them altogether.
That's right. And now 3 of those initial 7, Mont Blanc, North Number 2, and Brando, have been destroyed. Only 4 of these priceless machines still exist, and your Detective Gazik is one of them.
I know that, sir, but it doesn't answer my question. If you took valid memories from his AI and replaced them with events
Do you
that
have
never...
the slightest idea how much we've invested in Gazik? All you need to do is see to his maintenance. That is your job. And only that.
Oh my God.
Kill him. He
What
one
did
of
you do to
those.
his memory, Director?
Looking like Trump. One of those.
Whatever you're hiding, I need to know. Tell me.
Okay, the doctor's cleared, but so now his people at Europol are fucking with him and fucking with his memory. Oh,
So he can stay on top of his game.
What do you make
Because
of this?
doing this for such a long time, you can probably collect up to so much memories.
Why do you say that?
plus
That's
he's seen a lot
probably
of
the reason
traumatic
why he's
stuff
weighing.
too, right?
Yeah, and that's the reason why it's weighing him down. It's probably messing up his circuit.
Traces of their stem
Just
cell
like when Brando died. You remember Adam made them cut it, and it's like a cut through his memory circuits.
centimeters tall.
Like that could be happening when you put too much on yourself as a robot, because you have the
So they took off
emotions and now you got human behavior that messes with your bones and stuff too. Well,
I'll get
now
right.
they're parts.
So this is a basic robbery made to resemble the Horns murders?
Yes, going by the data.
Your analysis was perfect as always. You don't miss a thing.
Perfect.
They tell me you're on vacation. Sorry to call you on a day off. You're a big help.
Detective Fairson,
Yes?
pardon my asking, but this is the second time we've met, isn't it?
Come now, Inspector. As a robot, it's not like you could have forgotten. The Salzburg case 3 years ago? You were invaluable then as well.
Villain art finna
Yeah.
start.
I
Villain
remember
art
you had
finna
been
start.
So
pulled from the
once he
39th
figures out who's
Central
been
Asian
deleting
Villain
his
art's
memory,
finna start. It's over. He
Share the
finna kill
family
him.
stories
He
about
has
your
to.
woman.
I'd call
Make
for
it
that.
happen. Find the guy who's been erasing your memories, or find the chip that they just took away from you,
That's fine.
Mm.
Still a beer man.
and then
though?
just plug that memory in.
Open detective. It was a
and
pleasure
apparently
to
they
see
have a
you.
problem with him going to Japan
Feelings
for some
mutual.
reason.
When you have the time, knock a few back.
Mm.
I
Yeah,
remember
what would be the
you
reason
reached
why
out
they
for
don't want him to go to Japan?
It's been 4 years since the end of the 39th Central Asian War, and democracy is starting to take root in Persia.
the 39th Central Asian War. I was there.
Man, they were just fucking up the Middle East, bro.
Peacekeeping forces. No terrorists have taken shelter within this neighborhood. For your safety, all residents must evacuate immediately. I repeat.
This look like the war right now.
Mhm.
You're wrong, you know. You see terrorists everywhere, but there aren't any here.
Do you want to know who was here? My infant child. You and your peacekeeping forces dropped a bomb on my sleeping baby. Look around. You say you want to
Damn.
liberate us, but our dead baby's your idea of justice. If you have an ounce of humanity,
You
then
crying to a robot. That nigga do not care about your problems right now.
Talk about you.
Because I am a robot, sir.
Calm down.
It's
You
tough.
try to
There's a
steal
lot of-
that nigga.
Yeah.
Still
It's
off
a-
on that nigga.
It's a lot of parallels right now.
Yeah.
What's going on right now, too?
What is he doing?
Man's in despair. There's probably more emotion than a robot like you can hope to understand.
That's despair.
How did they not realize that these
4 years
robots are
ago,
learning every single day?
remember it
They're
all.
learning. And if you're going to go around deleting memories from them,
Yeah. They're gonna eventually find out.
yeah. And if you all of a sudden you get the 7th,
Because you're upgrading them every single week.
Come on, I totally got that.
I'm so sorry, dear.
Mom, I only got this yesterday and now it's all wet.
Hans.
How come we don't just get a robot made, huh, Mom? All the other kids in my class have
Enough,
one and
Hans. Your mother here maintains this household as best she can. Be more respectful in how you talk to her. Besides, what have I said about games at the table?
Whoa.
that's how
What's
you do
going
it.
on? I'm confused.
So, dear.
Is that him in the alternate timeline? Or is this a flashback or
I
what?
think this is just a new family.
You're going to claim his body.
That nose.
Let you.
Telling you. Watch the nose.
Been dead for 3 whole years.
I think it's shameful how the authorities wouldn't even let you bury him until now.
Well, that's the law. Nothing to be done for it. A corpse of a criminal is hereby detained for 36 months. It couldn't be helped, Ilsa. My older brother was not a good man. But you know, despite everything, he looked out for me as best as he could. A proper burial is the least I can do for him now, even though he was a criminal.
A Berlin hotel was the scene of a fiery explosion last night. Judge Neumann from the German Ministry of
Damn, he's
Justice
just
died in the
chilling.
blast. Neumann was best
That's
known
what
as the world's first robot
Elon
to
wants his
preside over
truck to
court
look like
cases.
right there.
His
Yeah,
groundbreaking
exactly.
rulings on cases like the Greifeld lawsuit earned him kudos in the world of law.
That truck has been on. Whoever pre-ordered that thing 3-4 years ago,
Mhm.
and you still ain't got it, I would be. All them other rappers that spent all that money trying to get that Cybertruck and it still ain't come out yet 3-4 years later, and you pre-ordered it. I know
Well,
you
it
sick.
looked like a piece of shit. If we were 100% honest,
He's
like,
the only one driving it. Imagine you pre-ordered it 4 years ago and he's driving it down LA. I would be sick.
Death to
what was
the
it?
machines.
Remember when 2 Chainz was talking about Bentley trucks, and then they made one for him? Like Bentley went out
man.
and made a truck for him, and I'm like, if I'm another
They
rapper,
only
and 2
did
Chainz
that
pull
because they
up,
know he spent money with him already.
yeah. If
Right.
I'm a rapper and I see 2 Chainz pull up in a Bentley
full
truck, I'm gonna be
accordance with the
pissed.
Koenig law.
Be pissed as hell.
Yeah.
You didn't need to come and flex on me like that, bro. I
It's
get it.
like Rick Ross with the one of one Maybach he got. It's
the
like
transfer.
he can flex that because they made that
Please affix your signature.
especially for him.
Mhm.
Your car,
Body.
1 in
I don't have to
20,000, Brody. This is one of one.
Well, sir, given the
Literally.
scope
like,
of his injuries, I wouldn't recommend it.
who this bald dude?
shot to death
He
by
just a
police
more, he
officer,
just a
wasn't
more guy.
Which was
He's
found
probably
to
a
be both
robot too, if I'm being
appropriate
honest.
He looks evil
Can't trust
for
that.
sure. You can't trust nobody in this damn show.
Although
can't.
y'all under suspicion until further notice.
For real,
Even
because
the
I
kid,
don't
I
know
don't trust
who
that
robot
kid.
and who humans no more.
Mhm.
No, reroute. We're going somewhere else first. Dr. Schiller's place.
Confirmed, sir.
Sorry, Doctor. I should have called ahead first.
You want me to take a look at your brother's remains, I presume?
Yes.
Something catch your eye in the autopsy report?
No, it's nothing like that.
Well, you can say your goodbyes.
He got a
at least.
big ass nose for real.
Let's see. My God.
What is it?
Come on, man. I want to see what happened.
Yeah, he going through it, bro.
Yeah.
You met this dude for 5 minutes.
Huh?
And he already got a sad life, and I feel for him already, man.
Which is crazy. Looks like he he got a wife, the son, they got a good
Whoa.
place.
Wait a minute. But that robot look like North number 2, man.
Robots, I mean. It's weird, right?
Oh, you racist as hell, ain't you? You racist as hell.
Nah, I did.
Nah, he racist as hell. He racist as hell against robots, bro.
Nah, I ain't, man. It was just a different ethnicity of robot.
You know better. It's discriminatory. The international robot laws are very clear about that. There's something I need to take care of at work before I can head home. You go on without me.
Okay.
Dang, why he do shorty like that?
Suspects involved. Fleeing in an armored military vehicle. They've broken through into Ward N6.
Gazette responding. I'll try to head them off.
What the? Okay.
The getaway vehicle is in sight. Requesting permission to fire the SAAW.
Okay, there we go. There we go. We finally get some action.
Heads where I can see them. On the double. Do as he says or we'll shoot.
That's one way to end a chase. Some kind of anti-tank gun or...
Hardly. For a vehicle with that much armor.
How fast this man hand can change to that gun or whatever it is crazy.
Shells crafted of an alloy.
And it's animated so beautiful.
Oh shit, he blew up his hand though. Now we gotta go get another hand and then they're gonna fuck with his memory again.
Dang, so every time he
I
go
told
in
you
there
he
for that
racist as
dimension-
hell, bro. I told you.
Until the day when none of them remain.
What
Now is
the?
the time to lay low these aberrant machines for their hubris. Together we will usher in the day of reckoning.
Bro, he's like the
Repeal
leader.
International robot laws. Yes, repeal the international robot laws. Abolish the use of police bots. Abolish the use of police bots. Robots only exist to serve.
They got a robot KKK, man. This is crazy.
Robots are nothing but slaves. Robots are nothing.
Whoa, what?
Robots are inferior to man. Robots
God, they're bugging right now.
to the machines. Death to the machines. Death to the machines.
You
see
do realize
you see the
how much
statue, right? You see the statue, right?
Yeah.
You see the robot it looked like, right? From the beginning.
Yeah.
The one that was giving the detective the information.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the sculpture looked exactly like. That might be a foreshadow, just saying. Well, no, we might have to remember that sculpture in a minute.
What's this urgent news you needed to tell me?
I claimed my brother's body from the police today.
Nah, that's the granddaddy. They all like that.
I think I knew that sooner or later he would come to a bad end, but they
This man looks crazy.
pulverized him, sir.
Pulverized him how?
What they used to kill my brother 3 years ago reduced him to meat. Firing it produces more blowback than a human can withstand.
Whoa.
But a robot could use it and survive the blast.
What are you saying? If it's true, then you and I are sitting on a powder keg.
Yes, sir, I know that. No robot can harm or murder a human. It's forbidden by the international robot laws, as per.
That don't mean they can't override the laws,
Reject.
though, bro.
There are only a few in the world that are even strong enough to have used that weapon.
What did they employ to kill your brother?
An explosive shell composed of a zirconium alloy.
As luck would have it, I can name the very machine you're looking for.
Fuck.
I knew it was Buddy. Once he said that,
Europol
I knew it was Buddy.
endless funds and resources into developing the thing. They say it's gotten to the bottom of many difficult cases. During the 39th Central Asian War, it served as a member of the peacekeeping forces. If it murdered your brother, if a mere robot blew a human to pieces, well, it's too repulsive.
Your brother was a criminal.
My brother. I know he was a horrible person. I know he was. But even so, he deserves better.
But even so, it's not no but even so. He was a horrible person. He had to go, bro.
Couldn't agree with you more, my dear.
Oh my God.
Please lend me your resolve, sir.
Of course, you agree more. You in the triple K. You
So
ahead
do
of
you
the
think
triple
this
K, of
cult
course.
or this KKK thing is the one that's destroying all these robots?
It's been a while.
No. I think it's one of those things that they believe in the entity or whatever it is that's killing off these robots.
Yes, sir. As
I
much as
think they've
could.
seen this tornado up front and it didn't kill them, so they praise it.
If they find out I borrowed
I
a
could
battle,
be wrong though, but I could believe that.
Is they went after Mont Blanc first,
You and I go
and
back a
even
long
them
way.
niggas would be like, "Yo,
Love,
this
what's
dude's
the
just out
plan?
here
I'm
saving
not trying to
forests and
second
shit.
guess
Why
you.
did we kill
You
him?"
hear about
Because they probably got the strongest one out the way. Because by the way they look, statue wise, Mount Blunt looked at the biggest, if I'm not mistaken, out of all the ones we seen.
That nigga was not fighting no more. He just like, yo,
It don't
only
matter.
you
They
can
knew
prevent-
what he would be if it was the time being. So they knew this guy could foil our plans ASAP. We got to take the biggest out ASAP for sure. It's kind of like Hunter with Uvogin. Take out the biggest and strongest one first. After that, we'll deal with the smart people.
Two sons, what the hell?
Whoa,
Hercules!
what's going on?
Just a few days ago, a police robot fired a zeronium shell at humans.
Spokesperson Wagner, you care to defend Europol's choice there?
Actually, the target was the armored vehicle they were in.
But if that shell were to hit a human, they would be eviscerated.
Yep, this is just like MSN.
Approval from HQ. We
This
always
is just
ask
like
for
NBC, man.
humans in mind.
And what if HQ gets it wrong?
Look, we don't take that weapon lightly.
How many of your robots are walking around with this bomb tucked up their sleeve?
How do we go through our day knowing some random robot could be our judge, jury, and executioner?
More to come on this contentious topic after a brief commercial.
So what do you think? We're pushing the dangerous robots narrative. It's starting to bear fruit across several forms of media.
That's crazy.
Passive about this.
To rush is
They acting like the real government.
What's important is that Gesicht will be an outcast by the time we're done.
I've already looked into the robot's schedule, sir. He leaves on a long trip a few days from now. We have to destroy him while we can.
No matter where it may run off to, we'll never stop denouncing the thing as a public menace.
But sir,
if we rush, your brother's background will come to light in all of this. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. When I hear the particulars of what he did, even I feel downright sick to my stomach. If any of that becomes
What the fuck did his brother do that even the super racist is like, yeah, we can't fuck with this dude.
Yeah, because I thought he was just a drug addict for real. That, and I'm thinking most drug addicts did what he did, which is like steal and rob cars and stuff like that. That's all I thought he did.
Nah, the way they talk about him, he did some shit dastardly, bro.
That is crazy. This man is in his robot, laid out.
Are you okay?
Is this force I'm feeling photon energy? Epsilon.
Whoa,
what the fuck is this?
What's going on? Nah. What the? Who is
This nigga
that?
just come out looking majestic, nigga. Like, what the fuck?
It was rather overt. I'm sorry, but I had to stop you decisively.
How you figure?
North number 2, Mont Blanc, and Brando. Whatever killed them is still alive, isn't it?
Don't forget that you're a target too.
Oh, so he's the 7th robot then.
Why the hell did you interfere then?
We must not fight. We can't.
Of course you're a peacenik. Is that the reason you sat out the war while the rest of us were doing our duty?
That war.
Oh, it might be him. He might be. It might be him. He might be the op. Dudes that look like their outfits never get dirty in anime. They be the villains, man.
You're right.
He too clean.
Fearful time.
He look like a jiu-jitsu sorcerer. I ain't gonna hold you. He look like Gojo clan cousin or
Conditions
something.
on the ground were pretty grim.
People the world over heckled and abused me.
And he just
Wasn't
flew
the
over
heroes
there.
Welcome the rest of you got. But thanks to that, I gained something priceless.
Yeah? Like what?
I met children orphaned by the war. And so I took them in. We're a family now.
Heard about that. The robot who's raising human kids. Yet another thing about you I don't like.
Hercules might be racist the other way, low key.
Telling me it's love?
Bruh saying F them kids.
Oh, man, fuck them kids for real. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I wonder.
See, like I said in the beginning of this video,
About their hatred.
all of them starting to feel the difference between love and the variance of hate. Just like when he felt despair, the other one felt I think it was envy when he saw the guy crying. So yeah, they feeling different stages of hate right now. From love. They found love and now they're seeing the other side of love.
No matter what it might cost us.
See the cycle of hate.
It's just
Yeah.
the peace you can find.
Different versions of hate. It's a cycle, and they all the robots is going through probably each cycle of hate.
Make them or sell them these days.
But they found love while dealing with all this hate, I believe.
Rocket launcher, basically. Once it has a target lock, it delivers.
Man, what is this? Gears of War gun?
Hold on. He left. Did he leave it? He went to Japan?
Careful where you're pointing that. Getting caught with one is enough for them to charge you with attempted murder.
Oh, he really.
I won't kill anyone. Human, at least.
Okay. He out there. He said, I gotta get me a bigger gun.
Advances in robotics led to vast
Okay.
improvements in economic productivity. Meanwhile, newly unemployed humans fell between the cracks everywhere you looked. My own father was one of the victims.
I'm hungry. Can I have something to eat, Dad?
Yeah, let's see what I can do.
I'm getting tired of sandwiches all the time. Why can't it be a nice juicy steak?
Nigga, shut the fuck up. Your dad feeding you.
I don't know. Maybe Dad found a decent job again.
He's looking at the job listings because he hasn't found anything yet.
Don't you worry.
Oh yeah, I would have slapped the tall one. Don't get too spunky, little nigga.
Back, huh? I miss her.
Don't worry about Mom, okay? I'm gonna get that figured out too.
Mom definitely ran off. Definitely ran off.
Would have gotta have something. And then take the kids. Left you with the kids. They showing you how the women is now in 2023. Independent.
Hey, looky here.
They'll leave you with the kids.
Wow, it's brand new. Thanks.
He definitely stole that ball from
He
me.
stole it. I was just gonna say that. He stole the ball.
Just have fun.
Don't he look like a J? He look like a junkie.
I just think he's out of work because, robots took his job.
Yeah. Man, they trying to get us with this pursuit of happiness. Whoa. I knew he stole it. Man.
I'm sorry, okay?
I knew he stole it.
Damn it! Come on, it was a friggin' ball! Damn it, to help!
The cops released him after a few days. He began drinking. A lot. 3 months later,
Man, he was on in there for a few days.
jumped off of our building's roof.
Whoa.
Oh, what's up? Hey, little bro. Don't say I never gave you nothing. Enjoy. Wait, this is a portable prep school module. Why is your shoulder bleeding?
Because he stole it.
One to get you that.
Off one?
I took out a robot. They're not allowed to kill us thanks to how they're put together, but there's nothing keeping us from killing their dumbasses all day long.
His whole family crazy.
The craziest part is he's really blaming the detective for the piece of shit his brother is.
And they literally showing us in these flashbacks how his whole family is pieces of shit all through it.
That's right. Open that motherfucking thing and shut the fuck up. Like, all right,
Yeah,
bro.
you the
You know
only
you wrong.
one. You the only one that have the sense of morale in
Bro,
the
he's
family.
following him right now.
He's changing course.
And
Yeah, because he
got it
knows
in
you're
the
following
trunk.
him, you idiot.
And he got it in the trunk. Not playing with you.
Oh, bro, he was trying to get him at the crib with his wife. Yeah, you got, my boy. You got.
You really think this man just randomly put you in the woods, bro? It's over.
What the hell is he doing? This is it.
Ain't no way the detective didn't know that guy was there.
Yo, what is going on?
Sorry to have asked you here on such short notice.
How you say his name? Epsilon?
It's not the
It's
sort
like
of thing you talk about
Epsilon.
over a data link.
Only
Epsilon.
you can stop the killer. No one else is strong enough to take them into custody.
Whoever they were, they're dead now. Brando killed them. That's Europol's stance, which is why they shut down the case.
And do you believe that, Detective? We can't allow Hercules to fight them. A death match between the two of them would prove nothing.
It's funny because we both watching it on different websites, and we're both watching English, and they both got different wording.
If we don't
Like,
act soon,
it's
another
funny.
war will start. That's something none of us can afford.
See, yours is saying that's something we can never afford. On my screen, it said war will never happen again. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me, Detective, are you aware of the new malady they're calling Persian War Syndrome?
I am. It's an umbrella term for the deep psychological damage exhibited by the survivors.
Many of the children in my care suffer from quite severe cases. One little boy in particular. His entire village disappeared in the blink of an eye. He was the only survivor. Everyone else was gone. There's an image burned into his memory. Something huge lurching into the desert beyond.
Like I said, I don't think that's a robot.
Word. It's the word uttered by the terrifying thing he saw that day.
Aura?
Bora. The way his eyes look, he's scarred for life.
Yeah.
That little nigga scarred for life.
Come on, Slowpoke. We gotta hurry or we'll be late for school.
Yeah, I know, but I think I just felt something again.
What was it?
Like a little animal. And it's all afraid because the world is so big and it can't find its way home again.
That's kind of vague.
I gotta go make sure it's all right.
Wait, what do I tell your teacher?
I bet you'll think it's something good.
She's nothing but trouble.
He just let Shotty run off by herself.
Well, she's a robot, right? Like,
yeah, and she's probably
she
just
probably
as old as him.
Also, yeah, she probably does this all the time.
You're the worst painting ever. Hey there. Are you dead? Someone felt scared. Was it you? Wait. You're a robot, huh? Hold on. I'm gonna get help.
Don't leave.
Huh? Don't worry, okay? This human I know is super smart. Professor Ochanu Mizu can fix anything if it's robotic.
There's no need.
There is too a need. If you don't get help, you're gonna die.
It's too late. Leave me alone.
I can't do that, dummy.
No humans, please.
Then tell me what you need. What kind of energy do you take?
SOL 208355.
I've never heard of that one before. Will anything else work?
ER 1059. I'm not rated for it, but
It'll help you for now. Got it. I'll be right back. Don't try to move while I'm gone.
I'm so confused. There's so many things this episode, bro.
Yeah, because is this a setup? Like, is she getting set up right now for this? You know,
it sounds like it definitely is, right?
Are you okay?
Look at this guy.
Do you not like it?
thank you for this. I feel a little bit better now.
That's good to hear. So, mister, what's your name?
Don't really know.
Okay, then where are you from?
I don't remember anything.
Hmm.
The one thing I do remember is running. I ran naked as fast as I could, running away from something.
Running from what? What something?
I couldn't tell you what it looked like, but I know it was terrifying. And I found a little shack over there.
That's probably a supply shed for all the local repairs.
That's where I found the clothes I'm wearing now.
Now I know why they fit you so bad.
Damn, bro.
I thought she was gonna say so good, bro. She really caught me with that.
Hey, those squiggles on the wall. Did you paint them?
Yes, I found a few cans of it in that shed.
Are you, like, an artist?
Not that I know of, but it felt like something I had to do.
I know what they call this. Abstract painting, when you can't tell what the picture is.
Abstract painting.
Robots can paint or draw something to look exactly like the real thing, right? So it's rare to see art by a robot where you don't know what you're looking at. Or maybe you tried your very best and it still turned out all squiggly.
You can say, even now, I
Yeah,
can't.
bro, she been slandering dudes. She met him.
Yeah, shit, robot, man. She ain't got no sense, no common sense of awareness. She can't read the room at all.
Yeah, but you know, we all know little kids that do the same thing.
Exactly.
Hey, it's me! Huh? I found you.
Okay, so she clearly is.
What you looking at?
She just keeps coming back, right?
Yeah.
Flowers?
Because I'm pretty sure he's a homeless guy at this point.
That's right. I got you some more stuff. Yummy energy catalyst. And this bag's all paint.
But why?
Damn, get him some clothes. Get him like a pair of jeans that fits right.
This man got a button up that don't fit, no shirt under it, and some high waters. Come on, bro.
I'm curious to see what he's painting, right?
What if it end up being this beautiful painting at the end?
Oh, she finally got him some clothes.
Okay, see.
I finished it.
Wait,
I finally figured out what it's supposed to be.
a field of flowers?
Told you that's hard.
I know I called it squiggly before, but now I want to cry when I look at it.
Oh, I was like, please, God, don't let anything happen.
I thought he was finna kill her.
I
thought he was
know,
finna
bruh.
kill her, bro.
Udon!
Oh, hey, you're up early. Good morning.
Good morning's a stretch. The sun is barely out.
Oh, yeah? Guess I didn't notice.
Where do you keep going?
Well, I found a stray cat and he's super cute, so...
I found this empty bottle of catalyst. What?
Mm.
Been drinking these? It was stuffed down in your book bag.
How come you were looking through my book bag without permission?
How come you went straight to bed after asking me for help with your homework, so I had to do it all?
Did I mention that it's a robot cat?
Report it to the Ministry of Science, Udon.
I don't wanna!
If it needs repairs, we could ask Professor Mizu for help. What's the model number?
I don't actually know what the model number is.
Meaning it wasn't made in Japan? What country is this robot from?
I don't care where he's from. All I know is he's scared. He's finally starting to warm up to me a bit. I don't want him to run away. As soon as he's done being skittish, I'll bring you along so you can meet him. Cross my heart. But until then, please, don't tell anybody about him. Thanks, you're the best.
Definitely sound like a
By the
human,
way,
not an animal, but
the fact that
okay.
she's just been going to go see this dude.
If you keep snooping in girls' bags, they're not gonna like you.
If you're telling me she's been going to go see this dude by herself, Adam, you ain't been watching at all?
Where'd you go?
He don't give a damn about her.
No, he clearly cares.
Run away again. Are you over here? Mister... What the heck? How'd your clothes get so dirty already? I just gave you those. Hello? Are you in there?
Sorry for the mess, but I finally figured out what I was born to do.
Huh?
Right there. Look at them.
So many flowers. But where'd they all come from?
Easier to show you.
He's a healer.
Whoa. Hold the phone.
He's a healer. Okay.
Incredible. It was dead and you made it bloom again. Mister, who are you?
Someone who was meant to do exactly this.
He can. So you're telling me this guy has
He's
the
a
ability
healer.
to bring life back from the dead?
You painted this
North number 2.
Maybe I did. It's faint.
Nah, North number 2 gone, bro. He can't.
Yeah,
He can bring North number 2 back.
only to like human and objects. He probably can't do. I mean, he probably can't do it to objects most likely.
Bro, the minute they find out about this dude, they're gonna take him and dissect the fuck out of him.
Like they do in real life once you come up with an invention that saves the world.
I hope I would die.
If our computerized brains got broken, that would do it. Professor Ochanu Mizu says depending on how broken our AI units get, sometimes they're too messed
Let me
up to
figure
fix.
this out real
Even if
quick.
they did, you wouldn't be you anymore.
So is that what death is to our kind? What does it mean to exist no longer? This field of flowers represents life, but there's another image I remember. A world of death.
A world of death?
He fought in the war.
Devoid of life. What is that? What do I see? A giant monstrosity rising through the smoke. What is it? What am I looking at? I'm scared! I'm scared! I'm scared!
You're okay! I know it's scary, but it isn't real!
You got PTSD.
You're okay.
Didn't they just say there's people out here suffering with this
Yeah, they called
syndrome?
it like Central, like Asian something.
Even though
Basically,
we know
yeah,
PTSD, yeah. We gotta figure out what is Bora, who is Bora.
I'm approaching the park
That's for
complex
sure.
as you requested of me, Professor Abola.
Well, this is sooner than I thought you'd arrive there. No trouble getting through customs, I would assume.
This nigga sound like he Putin.
I'm at the location where the tornado was spotted most recently.
I know it is a lot to ask for, with the park being so large and all.
It's no
That
problem.
man is just
Because
cooked.
you gave me this body suited to the task.
What?
I'm
The
so
fuck?
lost right now.
Important that you do not do any damage to it during the process of retrieval. End of the day.
What was that?
Creations as well. Allow me to repeat the model number you are there to extract. SON 20.
Oh, that guy's looking for the robot.
But his true identity is Pluto.
Yeah, he's looking for that robot. That the painter.
I've located the target, Professor Abola.
Don't tell me the painter is Pluto.
Yeah, the painter's Pluto.
I am on my way to you.
Nah. And that's why he got the power.
Make the whole world bloom just like your painting.
Just like my painting?
Told you his power is he has the OP power right now. He can legitimately bring life back.
I was meant to do exactly this.
Yeah, if you can get your memory back, then you can turn the Earth into a giant garden. Think how pretty it'll be.
Not what it is.
What do you mean?
My painting's not a garden after all.
Huh?
That's not it. It's something much.
Much what?
Something much bigger. Nature at its most primal.
Whoa.
What?
What's this?
Yes, he's the killer.
A tornado.
He's the killer. Oh my God, he's the killer. He's the killer. Bro, dude is God. He can legitimately
Hey, look! They're growing so fast they can watch it happen.
I am so in shock right now after what just happened. I am listen.
It's beautiful. I love it.
Beautiful.
He's the killer. He's absolutely the killer.
You think so?
Yeah, he's the killer. As of right now, he's the leading suspect.
You need to get away
magnetic field.
Adam, why?
Listen, you need to come over here right now.
You too, Professor Ochanomizu?
They're here because I called the Ministry of Science. I thought I might need their help.
I can't believe you, Adam. You promised you wouldn't tell anyone about it.
That's not what's important right now. Listen to me. The robot next to you is dangerous.
Squad A has got eyes on the target.
Oh, this is probably the wrong thing to do. But
the little girl finna get taken up in the tornado.
How would you get the police involved?
I had to report it, sir. We have rules about this sort of thing.
He made it worse by getting the police involved.
All right?
How could you? How could you? I trusted you, Adam.
Tom.
You can hate me later. Just get away from him.
Uh-oh. Here you go. Adam, show us what you got. He's the killer. You're right. You're right. Look at his face. There you go. Overload.
Stop right there. This is your final warning.
Mister, come back.
I'm going to explode. I can't control it.
So that
The surge of take the shot.
Wait!
So many robots dead.
I don't think he can die.
They deserve it. How many did I murder? Does anyone know?
he fought in the war.
Yep.
Flowers blooming in the desert.
What if that's what he really wanted? Flowers blooming in the desert.
Horns.
And there go the horns. Whoa. What just happened?
So the problem is, it's a person who freaking created the robot, that evil dude that we met at the beginning of the episode.
Impossible.
What do you see down there, Professor? Talk to us.
Oh, man.
Hence, his computerized brain is gone.
So his whole chip was missing. That's why he couldn't remember him.
What just happened?
Hey, there it is. Sorry, but I'm gonna grab that body.
I beg your pardon?
Well, yeah. I'm a construction robot at the site nearby. That's my off-duty body.
Huh?
I was wrapping up my 100-hour work shift, see? And that's when I realized I couldn't find it where I had left it.
What? Wait.
You're saying this body on the ground belongs to you?
I looked everywhere for it. I'm so glad I can go home now.
What manner of skullduggery is
Wait.
this?
Wait.
Robot
Wait.
without artificial intelligence functioned on its own.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Wait a minute. So the artificial intelligence became its own entity?
Wait a minute, bro.
So the AI became a version of itself.
Bestows upon it a certain dignity, but it was just an empty shell being puppeted with electromagnetic waves like a marionette. Satisfied now? You've had your little walkabout. Time to come.
So the person probably knew they was getting triggered, so that's why they.
Wait a minute.
This body is your only body, Pluto. Don't forget your orders to track down Adam and kill him.
Why?
Told you it was like this god. I told you that can't be a robot, bro. That has to be a robot mixed with a human. It has to be some type of big god, bro.
All right.
It has to.
Hold up.
It has to be.
Hold
I told you
up.
it has to be something different than a robot. I told you.
Hold on,
I told
Majestic,
you.
bruh.
That
Those
thing looks
last 20
crazy.
minutes,
It
them
looks
last
crazy.
20 minutes
That looked crazy.
was crazy. Okay, look at it. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What did we just learn in the last 20 minutes? So we kind of know what Pluto looks like. Pluto has the ability to control a robot, by the way, to control a robot through electromagnetic waves from God knows how far away. And he's been given this mission to kill Adam. Why? What the fuck did Adam do that this freaking human wants him dead?
I think that Adam, because we really don't know how long each of these robots been around. That's one thing we haven't got a clear cut thing on. But we know that Adam been around at least a millennium. So the thing about it is Adam might have been around so long that he might have experienced some things and seen some stuff. And just like how they're erasing the detective memories every time he's getting an upgrade, what if they did that with the other robots that died, but Adam is the one they cannot get to? And the other one that we saw that looked like a glow joke clan member, both of them, they probably can't get to them. So that's why both of them is on the shit list. Because
God, bro.
What if they the only ones that probably remember something? And if they get to Japan, it's going to click off something in a circuit to bring those memories back. Because maybe every time, this is my theory, I'm thinking that the issue with him going to Japan, the reason why they faked everything, because I think the thing is because it kind of happens in real life. If they delete parts of the memory, it can come back if you go back to that place. It's like deja vu. That's the only way they can. I think that's the only way the robots can regain back memory is with deja vu. So that's the only reason they do not want him to go back to Japan, because you remember, I think the same thing that's going to happen once Brando got into the tornado when all of them had the connection talking to each other. I think that will happen again if the detective goes to Japan.
So my only question is, now you have this thing going around killing all these people, right? What's the goal? Is it the goal for that human to be like, I have the strongest robot?
But it said oh man. But when the thing was chanting, when the old guy was chanting with these folks, he was saying that they wanted to take away the robot laws. So do that mean that you want the robots to be free, or you want the robots
No. They
under
want him to
your
go back
control?
to what basically they want him to go back to what the robots were doing before. All they do, they serve humans. They don't want them to like live or get houses or anything like that. Like they don't want them to have anything about it. We don't know what the robot rights are, but we know the fact. Like look at the detective. He has
It
a
sounds
house.
like they treating the robots like niggas.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So think about it. They think about what we know about the robots right now. They're able to have we good. They're able to have houses, they're able to buy stuff, they're able to do all these things like mimic human behavior. And maybe that KKK place is like, we don't even want them to do that.
Yeah, we don't want none of that. We just
don't want
need
none of
them
that.
to be what they used to be, which is our pets or whatever, our vacuums.
They want them to be their slaves, basically. And
Yeah.
the craziest part is what that Pluto world is going through is what we're about to go through right now. Once they fucking get these robots kicking, a lot of humans are going to lose their jobs.
I mean, people are losing their jobs now to AI, but I tell people the only reason I've never tripped on it, because before this AI thing got big, I told people it's one thing that you have to realize. These niggas have to get updated by a human.
So now, unless everybody
they have to keep getting encoded. They're going to be the best as they firmware that they've been built with. You know what I'm saying?
But remember though, not everybody knows how to do that.
Yeah,
not everybody knows how to update the human, and the people who don't, whether or not it's you weren't smart enough or things just didn't work out, like you're kind of screwed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you just had a really shitty like kind of start to your life, or maybe your family life wasn't good or anything like that, and you never had the opportunity to go to somewhere where you could learn how to do that, and you're just a construction worker all your life, you're screwed because robots are going to take your job.
Yeah, for sure. Cause they already flipping patties right now. They already flipping patties and they already making pizzas. They already took IHOP waiters' jobs by bringing people their food. So, and they're taking away janitors' jobs as we speak.
It starts.
They have robots that can clean the whole bathroom. So they're going to stop having workers and put more money. My thing about it is, I feel like the only reason I feel like it'll never get to that point because you're going to end up missing something. I honestly feel like, to keep it a buck, I feel like there's no way you can get a robot to cook food correctly.
I don't agree with you. They just follow the recipe to the letter and they'll be fine.
I don't know. I feel like they'll mess it up. I feel like if you make a robot make McDonald's fries, it might not be that good.
No, they'll just follow the recipe to the letter. That's what they'll do. They'll follow recipe to the letter, so the McDonald's fries will taste the same all the same way. And if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. The problem is right now is that even with the AI stuff, this is, and Philip DeFranco says this perfectly every time. Today is the worst day. Today is the worst AI will ever be. It's only going to get better. And motherfucker, bro, right now last year there was I can't remember who it was. It's a big CEO of a big company in America, and he straight up went to Congress and argued that water is not a basic human right because that would have harmed his company's profits. Yeah. So
that's crazy.
So people in the pursuit of money or whatever, they're gonna just say fuck that, and whatever happens. They're gonna be like, that's not our problem. Somebody else will do it.
Yeah, I told people the biggest thing that I felt like what messed up in the world is back then in the 2000s and beforehand, business owners and real rich people, they only wanted like times 3 to times like 7 on a profit. 9 days of greed and inflation and all that, dudes is trying to look of times 20, times 30 of their profit. They necessarily don't have to get that much times on their profit, but they want it and they know they can get it. That's why. When you know you can get something, why not go for it? That's literally what's happening right now. You cannot, if you go to McDonald's and try to get a McDouble right now, it's not $1. It's not $2. It's 3 and some change. So I mean,
well, I'll say this right now. Obviously, first of all, great episode of Pluto. As
yeah, it was
W
A1.
fake out, and we also noticed that Pluto himself, he's trying to learn.
Yeah,
he's trying to learn about himself
because, and then the thing about it is the fact that not only is the AI is outside of itself, does that mean that the chip that was in the back of his neck is inside that robot, or is this missing period? You know,
I think this is the thing. He was able to control the robot using those waves, right? But that robot, remember, that was just something that construction robot takes out of like his brain out and puts it in the off-duty body, and then they keep it moving, right?
Exactly.
Like the guy said, I think legitimately, because you're not just going, first of all, 100-hour work week is crazy. But
Mappa.
Yeah, they just be working.
They showing us Mappa right now.
But they're taking that, so that guy basically, like, he works his 100 hours, right? And then he's not like he can go home looking like that, right? So he takes his brain out and puts it in that body so that he has, like, he can go home to his crib and maybe his girl or whatever, and they're just chilling, but then he goes back to work, right? His off-duty body. So I just think he found a body that was free, Pluto did, and just started learning about himself, right? So I'm very curious to see. I bet money, obviously, him and Adam will fight, but I bet money he probably beats his programming at the end of the season. Right? Because this dude can legitimately create life. He can create. Oh, excuse me. He can create life. Legitimately,
And
we've seen
then
that.
before he went crazy, he said system overload. So basically, I will.
Maybe
I do think it will be a time when he does fight Adam. It's because he's going to overload his system and start controlling himself. And start,
I will say this. You mentioned it. The fact that robots can never delete their memories, maybe he needs a memory wipe. Pluto does.
Yeah.
And he just has so much shit going on in there, and he's trying to process all of it, and he can't. He just can't.
Exactly. He never had a reboot. He's working 100-hour work weeks. He never went to get serviced. He never went to get maintenance. You could tell by the way the robot looks that it's been through some hardship. So it's the simple fact that it needs to get
so at least it needs service. I don't know if deleting its memory is the right thing.
No, it's maintenance. It needs maintenance, like the guy was saying with the detective. Like, just like humans, you're dealing with now. You're getting into the point of having feelings and emotions like a human does. So now your body gets fatigued, and you have the same issues a human does now. So
That
yes,
yeah,
that body was fatigued, as we seen, just like the robot, just like his body. Both of it was fatigued. So yes, you're right. It
and
needs to
also
get
you already
it
know
needs to
that
get
dude.
serviced.
Yeah, you already know that dude working that dude to death. You don't even let him like, hey, you need an oil change, man. Fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
Get your ass back in the field. So
Bro, I just felt like once I seen him go off and I seen the tornado, my mouth dropped because I did not know what else to say. Like, I'm like, we got the guy.
yeah, we
We
got him.
got
But
him.
then it turned out that the guy that they thought is not the actual guy. So now they still
Exactly.
we technically even have a good had a really good look. We've got glimpses, and even the glimpse we got at the end of the episode was like blurry as hell. So we technically don't know exactly how he looks like.
Exactly.
So I'm just
But
like, damn.
do you think that since this is a prequel to Mega Man, I guess, I mean
It's
Astro Boy, my fault. Kind of.
it is something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So wouldn't it be cool if once he fight, they give him like an alternative type suit that's similar?
Like he turns into Astro Boy for real.
Yeah, but it's an alternative suit, different colors, like Sonic Knuckles type of thing. Give it
I
different
mean,
colors. Like
it
we
would
know
be
it's
interesting.
blue, but you give him like a gray one, you give him like a black one. You know, you give him like a black one, but it has all the decked out similarities as the Astro Boy suit down to the boots. But he's just black and red. He's black and gray. I think that'll be so hard, and it'll let us know, like, yes, this is a ongoing of Astro Boy. This is the beginning origins of him. This is the origins of Astro Boy. I think that'll be a great thing. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect to get into something like this because when I heard this was like a detective type of series, I said this sounds like some Dr. Stone type of shit. And I said, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a very ignorant guy. I don't be liking all that complex shit. Give me some fighting, give me some romance a little bit, give me some lore. I love lore. I love when they have animes on mythologies and histories and stuff like that. But all that trying to be complex, like J Rob said, just because the story is complex don't make the anime great. It don't. It don't, because a lot of people think that, and that's why they down Demon Slayer so damn bad. Because that's the only thing they can think of. Oh, the story is simple. No, it's not. When you go down to Muzan purposes, the demons, all the
First
ranks
of
of
all,
the demons to all the Hashira, each of
in a
their
weird
stories
way,
going down. Come on, bro.
In a weird way, let's use Demon Slayer for example. Muzan is trying to find this flower, right? The crazy part is he never fucking finds it. He never fucking finds it, right?
Yeah, because in the
Where the
daytime,
fuck
right?
did the doctor get it from? The doctor that got him. Who the fuck is it? Nobody ever talks about that. Who the fuck is a doctor? And how the fuck did he find that flower? Because nobody can find it. Muzan been alive for hundreds of years. You know, he's been sending demons all over the motherfucking place trying to find that shit.
And that's why once he said I couldn't find it, it started hitting me. Maybe the reason why he can't find it is because you can only get the plant during the day.
Holy shit.
I told my homeboy that.
Holy shit. And Muzan's not gonna but no,
He would never find out because he can't get it today. He can't
This is
send
the
his
thing
people
though.
during
This
the
is the
day.
thing though. The problem is I can't see Muzan like getting a human to look for it during the day for him.
Exactly. So
Even
he would
though
never find it. He can
so,
his only access to demons.
So the craziest part is he did, obviously he like lives these different lives. Like he was the fucking kid for that rich family, right? He couldn't like
That
convince
was
his
so
dad.
weird. It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was
But I'm
so
like, you
weird.
couldn't convince like your dad to just
To
send
get
some
this
people.
flower for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm
We need to
thinking.
find this flower. But
yeah.
But what if nah, because I think he would have tried to make him go with him, even though he had that thing. Cause you know how like, nah, I got you, I'll protect you. Not knowing like this nigga's a demon, like your child is a demon.
But that's why season 3 is so important to Muzan, because once he discovers that Nezuko can survive the sun, that's all he cares about. So that's why he's coming after Nezuko particularly. He's like, I need to absorb her so that now I can finally like live my life, so to speak, and go out in the sun and start doing shit.
That's and then if he end up eating her or whatever, then he would be able to go in the daytime and get
and
the
then
plant.
he's like, fuck everybody else. That's what he's about to say. Everybody
Yeah,
else, you
and
have
then
to
he
go.
get the plant, and then he's the only one that'll be, great forever, and then he'll have even stronger minions and all that. Yeah, but I thought about that because every time Akaza went, he always said, "Another day gone. I ain't found it yet," and then he kept getting yelled at, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, every time I seen Muzan when he had the family as a grown man, even to a little kid, the furthest to the light he ever was outside was 6, 7 o'clock is. You know what I'm saying? When the sun is gone, but it's still light out. He can be out during that time.
Can he?
I mean, he was when they went to the entertainment district in the beginning, it wasn't fully nighttime. When Tanjiro
Yeah,
bumped
but
into him, it was going into nighttime, like the street lights was on. But that's what I'm saying. I think demons can be out right before the street lights come on. You get what I'm saying? Like when it gets that dark, when it's dusk. Because the sun is already covered by the clouds once it hit dusk. So technically they can't get burnt. So if it's 7:30 or 7 p.m., I think Muzan could be outside for sure.
Well,
and I
either
think
way.
when Tanjiro bumped into him and he did all that big scene or whatever, I don't even think it was fully night at that time. I don't think it got night until Tengen made them dress up and get the makeup, and he was trying to sell them off into the houses and stuff like that. That's when it was fully nighttime. But that happened way later than the Muzan incident. So that's why I was saying during dusk, I think they can still be out the door. And I think he need to get the plant so he can be, 24/7. He can live life as a regular human, but he's never gonna find it because you might can find it during the day. And the way it looks like purple and green. I don't think you're gonna find a dark colored plant at night. That's just me. It's common sense. You know what I'm saying? So
I got what you mean. I'm still
Yeah.
that's one of the biggest questions I have about Demon Slayer. Who the fuck was that doctor? Where the fuck he get that flower from? And he's first of all, I get because Muzan was also a noble, right? So the doctor had to do what he had to do to save his life, or else the doctor was gonna get murked.
Yeah.
But the problem is, so he becomes this is where Muzan fucked up. He kills the doctor before he finds out about the flower. So then I'm just like, Muzan, nigga, just wait like 5 minutes. Wait 5 minutes for the doctor to like write it down.
Nah, you could tell by when he was cussing at everybody in the meeting, he ain't got no more patience. It's over with. When he
Like, it's your
snapped on
fault. It's your
when he
fault.
snapped on the upper rank, the second one.
Yeah.
I forgot how to say his name. Start with a D with the rainbow eyes. Once he got introduced, I said he got to be OP. Once I seen the rainbow in his eyes and the fit, I was like, he got to be crazy. I said he has to be. But once he was snapping on them and Akaza about not finding it, I could tell that, okay, this third season is about him being on his whiskey in about it because he spent the first 2 seasons sending other people to get it. And then now all of a sudden this demon slayer comes up with a demon sister. But not only is she's helping him out and she's fought and killed 2 of your people already, she can be in the sun now. So now not only your plan was to find this flower, now you got to figure out how can this even happen without her even having the flower at all. So now he's dealing with 2 big problems now. Well, 3 because Tanjiro, you know what I'm saying? But he's going through a lot right now. But I just want to say, once I see, I don't know how to Kokoshibo.
Yeah, Kokoshibo. Who's
Once I seen his
I can't spoil it
face,
yet. Have you
I
read
paused
Demon
it.
Slayer? Have you
No.
read Demon Slayer? Okay, then I can't.
I ain't
say
gonna
much.
lie to you.
I can't.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I can say it now because nobody else around. I'm not with them. I'm a Bama type of nigga, bro.
Ah!
I can't read. I just don't tell people that. I can't read.
Y'all see? Are you in the PC anime chat? When Bama attacked, Bama like came at all of us. It's like, man, y'all some uppity niggas, man. Y'all
No,
some
I
hard
be seeing it
R's.
when he go in here
Yeah.
and snap on y'all for reading because I'm like, I've tried it, but this is why I can't get into it because I watch this podcast called That One Piece Talk, and they talk about the One Piece manga, and that's the reason I'm so up on the manga because I watched them. I went to their first ever podcast and just watched it up to now. So and all they do is go by every chapter and then discuss it. So that's how I found out about everything. I'm like, I'm nowhere near in the anime, but I'm reviewing it and I'm in Skypiea. But I know about everything else that happens through and through. So I'm like, that's how I get most of my information like that, because I'm like, these dudes are arguing about, oh, this is hockey, this is armament, this is this type of power, this is that. And I'm just looking at the manga on my computer like, I just see black and white. What the fuck? How can y'all see hockey? It's just black and white. What are y'all talking about? So then I looked on this manga thing that show color anime. So I started looking at that, like color manga. I said I can get into that. If I can see it colored, cool, but black and white, I can't get into it. I can't lie, because I need to see the emotion. You know what I'm saying? I can't feel the Attack on Titan with just black and white, if that makes sense. That's why I'm an anime only guy. But I've been reading. I just started reading the first couple pages of Sakamoto Days, because I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard they're supposed to be making it into an anime.
Well, I know Riddell and Lonnie think that might be the next, like that might be the anime that takes over after like My Hero leaves, Chainsaw Man leaves.
From the way TikTok looks, I believe that 1000%, and I've only read a couple pages.
Yeah, so it's very Sakamoto Days is very good. So
and I've seen how long it's been. So I'm like, why they haven't had an anime since? I know.
To be fair, it's weird with some of the things. Like, let me give you Mushoku Tensei is one of the big isekai out right now. When it first dropped, it came out around the same time Overlord, Sword Art Online, Reincarnated Slime. They all came out around the same time. Just that for some reason
it gets put under.
Yeah.
Some like Hell's Paradise.
For some reason, it was just the one that took the longest. Now, mind you, Mushoku Tensei is a lot more graphic than the other ones, right? Except for Overlord, which is crazy, because Overlord, you're just watching the Demon King technically take over the world. That's what you're watching in Overlord. But Mushoku Tensei set a lot of like tropes that isekais follow today, like the truck-kun, what do you call it? Like the getting fuck, what's the word? I'm missing a few things. Like basically a lot of isekai tropes were made from that. From that. That's why they call it like the grandfather of all isekai, even though obviously it's not the first isekai out. There have been isekais way before this, right?
Yeah, decades
before. But it's the one that almost any isekai that comes out now has some kind of Mushoku Tensei influence in it. Whether it's even like something like ReZero or Eminence in Shadow, they all have a little bit of Mushoku Tensei in it. And realistically, at the point when that's why a lot of people struggle to watch Mushoku Tensei, because a lot of that stuff's been optimized, right? Like you skip the part about how the guy gets used to the world and blah blah blah, or they do like an abridged version where Mushoku Tensei, bro, dude's taking his time. Like it spends so much time at the beginning, like, yeah, this is how magic works, this is how this works, this is how that works, and you take your time with it. A lot of people have a problem with that. But even now, a lot of people are now starting to like read it more. Rodell just will not watch the show because of the main character. And that's and I can defend that. The main character of Mushoku Tensei is legitimately a bad person, but you watch him get better over the course of the show. Right?
Yeah, I can get into that.
So that's why I'm sitting there like you're just watching like this story, this great story. It's right up there with the best of them. Like if there's like a Mount Rushmore of isekais, Mushoku Tensei is there. A lot of people are now starting to really understand that now.
Yeah, it's just, man, I be trying to get into manga, but I'm a Bama type of nigga, man. But I said I could, long as because like I've read the color version of One Piece, but they only went up to the person who did the color version of the manga. They only went up to 10. After 10, they was like, man, look, I did 1,000, bro. After 1,000 chapters, bro, I'm done. It literally says like 1,000 is done. After 10, he's like, bro, I didn't expect this to go off this bad. I didn't expect him to fight Kaido for 30 chapters, bro. I'm done coloring this shit. So I said I'm gonna read that. I said I'm gonna try to read that, but I'm like I can't get into fight scenes. Like I told myself that I wanted to review on my channel Record of Ragnarok, right? So I feel like it's just bumping. So I cannot see myself reading something like that, you know? But Berserk of Gluttony, I can see myself reading that. Like that's something I feel like I can read. I can get into that now. Because the show, I told myself I was a binger, a guy that I'll wait. I let TikTok, I let all these podcasts talk about each new episode of anime. I wait till the anime get done, and now I binge it.
Well, I'll say this. Obviously, the animes, at least the anime should make the fight scenes even better because, for instance, Seven Deadly Sins fumbled the Escanor Meliodas fight, completely fumbled it. But then
Yeah.
Like you see something like Demon Slayer absolutely enhance
Yeah,
it.
it's
So it's gonna
they
be
fight
it's
scenes
gonna
top
be
tier.
interesting. Like for instance, obviously this is like maybe 2 to 3 seasons away, but when we finally get that Gojo Sukuna fight,
Yeah,
majestic. Let me let you know right now. It will set the internet on fire. They'll be talking about that. That shit will be so good. They'll talk about that shit on CNN. That's how fire that fight will be.
the map of people gonna be just like that
They
damn
gonna die.
robot.
They gonna die
It's
from
gonna be like the
overwork.
robot. You're
They
gonna be
gonna
like,
die. They
yeah,
gonna die from
I took
overwork.
my chip out. I got an off-duty clone
Yeah.
that do with my family, while my real body is that mapper. That's just a clone with my family. They think
Yeah.
that's me. That ain't me.
Bro,
They have to.
Mappa might kill him. Mappa might kill him with the amount of work they're gonna have him do on that fight alone. And I'm legitimately like, that's the first fight where I'm like, this might be better than the Tengen, than the Demon Slayer season 2.
Nah, don't say that. Don't
I'm
say that.
telling you.
Don't say
That's
that.
that's the contender, and that's years away.
No,
Years
don't
away
say
from
that.
being animated. Years away.
Don't say that. I
I'm
can't.
telling you
do that.
because I've seen. I know I haven't technically I haven't caught up to one, but I've seen the Kaido Luffy fight. It's not as good as the Demon Slayer season 2 fight. It's not.
No, but my thing is, I've seen clips of it too, even though I'm not that high in the anime, but TikTok always ruins shit for me. So
That's why I don't have TikTok. That's why I don't have it.
I have it, and they definitely 2 days beforehand ruined Nanami for me. But the thing about it was, I'm going to say it shortly, the fact that I forget things easily. Once I watched the show, then it put 2 and 2 together, but it didn't matter to me. And I noticed something. It's a clip that's going around on TikTok with him with Gojo in the middle of the streets fighting a black guy with a white Kango hat. Is that in the anime or is that in the movie?
I think that might be in the movie. Yeah, it's in the movie.
Okay, I did not see
where
the movie.
Gojo beats the shit out of him.
Yeah, it's a black dude, and he has on like a white shirt with like a white Kango. I seen that video. I seen that clip going off on TikTok months and months ago. And I was like, is this the show that everybody's talking about? But it was the movie the whole time. And
bro,
now that I'm watching it, it makes perfect sense.
He beat the shit out of that dude. To be honest with you, Gojo got racist allegations after that. After that fight, bro.
I didn't know when I was supposed to watch it because they're supposed to show you in order how you supposed to watch like.
Well,
I
think
with
it's
the movie
a
or whatever.
prequel. It's a prequel, so I think you could watch it before you start watching the anime.
That's crazy. That's insane. I didn't know that, but yeah, I need to watch that. But Sukuna, this fight that just happened though, and then now you got Yuji versus Mahito, and I just want to say this: this man Mahito, he gives me Majin Buu vibes. It seems like I don't get his point. He just wants to kill.
I'm not gonna say nothing because I'm gonna start
like,
spoiling if I keep talking.
You good. It's just the fact that Yuji, first of all, your fingertips is done. Your skin, you left it on the road when you was crying. So for one, how can you punch? 2, your body should be fucked. It should be done. After everything Sukuna did, I don't care about the souls transforming in and out. Your body within itself is done for today. That's why I do not see him winning this fight unless, by God, plot armor comes. And I'm talking about not only plot armor, Sasuke type of plot armor has to happen for him to beat Mahito at this moment. Because to me, it's no way in the condition he's in. He's supposed to get destroyed right now. Unless, every superhero finds a way through being tired to win. But at the same time, Mahito never gets tired, bro.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
He never gets tired.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Fact that how Sukuna had to, the slashes with simple tip of a finger. The fact that Mahito had a move when he turned his body into them sharp blades and he cut the train station behind him, speed blitzing towards Yuji, that was crazy. I said, this man can do everything possible. This man, not only he can play with souls, this man can turn his body sharp as a blade also.
Bro, when Mahito got Nanami back, because he'll never forget that jumping they put on him. That nigga went viral off that. They beat the shit out of him. They beat the shit.
Yeah, they destroyed him. He knew he was finna die. That's why he had to run away. He knew he was finna die. That was the only time he felt that.
He did his domain expansion, and Nanami was like, I guess this is it for me. And then Yuji broke up and they're like, no. We're not done with you. And they beat the shit out of him again.
When he broke it, I said, okay, you telling me you can break in a domain expansion? So then I started looking at people domain expansions. How can you break Gojo's?
I don't think so. I think he gets wiped by Gojo. He wipes the fuck out of him. This is just one of those. Remember, he touches Yuji's soul, right, and sees Sukuna in there, and Sukuna's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, he like, bro.
He's like, "Bro, get the
don't
fuck
come
out
back
of here."
And then the fact you came back,
and then he came back, and Sukuna's like, "All right, that's it, little boy."
Yeah.
And the minute and then what do you call it? Right after that, he kicks him out again, and he starts bleeding, and Mahito's like, no. Not again, because I'm pretty sure if he came back to Sukuna a third time, Sukuna is wiping him off the map.
He was wiping him off
the map. Because
that
the first time, bro, Sukuna is always just kind of chilling on that throne, and that nigga's like, who the fuck are you?
You just
How
came
dare
into
you?
This ain't even my body, but this is my body at the same time.
Like, you just gonna come in my crib, bro? Like, nah, we don't. No. We're not cool like
do
that.
Who are you?
And kicked him out. Then he came back in again. I was like, bruh,
standing on business.
Do not disrespect Sukuna like that. My boy just chilling. That's all he doing. He just chilling, bruh.
I ain't gonna lie. And people saying, because I was one of those dudes the first time I came on here saying that I couldn't get into it because of the emotional development. This season, you got it. I got it. Multiple times, more than once. So even for the villain, once Toji killed himself, I was a little sad. I was a little sad. I was like, bro, you could have fought with your son. You and your son would have destroyed.
Yeah, but he know. Toji knew he cooked. He's cooked as a father.
Yeah, that's fine. But that's why you do the one last thing and then kill yourself. You could have did it afterwards when they saved everything. Sukuna versus Toji, because let's say Sukuna would have tried to fight his son. And then he stepped in front. Toji versus Sukuna would have probably been the second best thing versus Gojo versus Sukuna. Think about how crazy they would have had to animate a Toji versus Sukuna. Because he's trying to protect his son that's dying slowly. You know what I'm saying? That would have been crazy. And then let's say Sukuna killed him. And then that's when he does the sacred ritual pact. And then that's when the monster come out.
I don't know, man.
I felt like he could have did more. You made yourself alive. You stayed alive for 2 episodes, killed yourself again. I felt like you could have just stayed dead. Because the only, to be honest, the only thing he did that was worth something was save Maki and his son now. But if he would have never got into the hole, they would have just saved themselves. So he didn't necessarily have to save them in the first place. They was finna go through the hole. He just went through it. So that's what I'm saying. If you was just finna kill yourself the very other episode, you could have just never came back in the first place. That's the part that got me. Like, you could have just never came back, bro. I understand the grandma gave the son the thing and she thought it was gonna override it, but that was Toji. You're not overriding that.
Well, the thing, once you saw him cut up Gojo, Toji was different. Once you saw him do that, it was over. It's a wrap. So listen, I'm like,
this man had to fight this man after getting a realization from God. He had not even God. That was a Buddhist realization. That wasn't even a God realization. That was a Buddhist realization. then that's when he got it together. He had to use a secret technique that nobody used to defeat this man. He couldn't use nothing that everybody knows. And he said, like, a lot of people know my powers, study my powers for years. So he had to use something in the tuck because he would have just lost using everything that everybody knows. If it was just regular strength to strength, power to power, he would have lost for sure. For sure. That's why I'm like, it took for him to, really get into that bag. I feel like he went Goku Ultra Instinct, if you ask me. That's what Gojo went with his power. But I'm ready for what's next, man. I understand I didn't read the manga, but I'm ready for what's next. Now you got me ready to read the Demon Slayer manga because I can't wait this long for that next season. And I need to
Bro,
see what happens
they were
next.
cranking out
because I'm
a
pissed.
season every year for a while. I think they understood, but I also think they're getting ready to. So the last few, they're gonna Attack on Titan. They're just gonna drop movies, like the Infinity Arc. They're gonna do it over 3 movies. So you're gonna get the Hashira training arc, right? Will technically be the
Yeah.
last. They'll do the Hashira training arc will be the last anime season, and then the Infinity Castle will be a movie. Will be 3 movies, and that'll be the end of Demon Slayer. I don't like that. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't like the fact that they're going that way.
That
But
sucks.
they're gonna look at the numbers of what Attack on Titan did, and Demon Slayer's gonna be like, we can beat that. That's what Demon Slayer's gonna say. We can beat that. And I think
I think they can.
Adele may not like it, but it
I think
will.
they can.
I think it will. I
I
think
really
it
think it
absolutely will.
can. And I feel like even though you told me you didn't want to spoil it, I have a friend who kind of spoils things for me because he know I kind of forgets things bad. So the fact that whenever it doesn't matter, whenever they animate Kokoshibo fighting, it don't matter if he's fighting himself. Once they animate him fighting, it's going to be one of those. Because all I had to see him is teleport to Akaza and say, I'm tired of your disrespectful little ass. You need to get in line or I will put you in line. Once he said that, I said, let us see Akaza versus Kokoshibo. Just let us see a little bit. Just let us see a 30-minute fight. Come on, man. But no, he looks like he's one of those. And once that gets animated, that's going to be one of those. I really think whatever happens, you ain't got to explain it. I'll figure it out. But whenever he does fight, that animated going to be rival with Tengen for sure.
I'm telling you right now.
For sure.
You right now. I'd like to believe you. And the craziest part is with even I know season 3 was mid, but those fights were heat. Like Tanjiro, when Tanjiro cuts all 3 of them, that motherfucker went viral when he cut all 3 of them. So I have the utmost confidence in Youthful Table.
Yeah, but it took the last 2 episodes to save the season. Well, no, I'm lying. The last 4. It took the last 4 episodes to save the season because I just, like I said before, I felt like they literally stopped the emotional development thing. They just immediately went into detective mode
remember,
around this
also-
time. And the only time you got the emotional depth, the emotional depth was from Rengoku's little brother. And I felt like that part with the father and all that, before you got to, this part, I felt like that was one of the saddest parts because, to be honest, I felt like, how the fuck you ended it? What if his little brother would have came out of nowhere being that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like the little brother trained to get stronger, and then y'all do a time skip, and then you have him go off, on some Boruto code type tap, but I don't know.
Well, remember, also we had barely any, if at all, Zenitsu and Inosuke this season. So
And that's what pissed me off.
Yeah, but I think that's by design. So when we do see them again, we're gonna see how much they've grown, right? Like,
the fact is still gonna be the same, I guarantee it.
Well, the fact that obviously he's never gonna like fully, but the fact that he's able to go on missions on his own now, right?
Something Usopp would never do.
Yeah, like Zenitsu's able to go on missions of his own and live his life. Same thing with Inosuke. Inosuke is able to be more like team friendly and things like that.
Yeah, but Inosuke always been on his own, and I'm not gonna lie. out of them three, Inosuke was always my guy. When
I get
we
why
came
people.
for the character I like, but when it comes to fighting styles and who powers I felt like I would have had in the fight was probably Zenitsu for sure. But when it comes to just being the overall character I like, the morale and stuff, is Inosuke because it's this guy that comes basically a boy from the forest, and now he has to learn how to be outside and have friends and know what feelings is. And Tanjiro is teaching this man what feelings are. Like it was to the point when they got to the train, he tried to fight the train. Like that's how
To be
so out
fair,
of
the
touch
train
he
was a
is.
demon.
Yeah.
The train was a demon. So
And then what's so funny was once he got up, he said, "I was right." But he was banging his head on the window, bro. Like it was, he like, "Calm down, you look crazy." He was like, "Come at me, you demon train."
realistically, it's just fucking. It's like how Aki is with power and Denji.
Yeah.
Tanjiro's like the older brother. He's like, fuck. All right. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, sit the fuck down, Inosuke. Sit the fuck down. All right. Now we gotta
Yeah,
go
but
look for.
Inosuke is my guy,
Yeah, now he
man.
has to look for Zenitsu because Zenitsu's just out there looking for
Scared
Nezuko
somewhere.
for some goddamn reason. And I'm like, bruh, both of you, sit the fuck down, please. Please sit down
Yeah,
so
and I'm
that we
like, bro,
can.
you trying to hit my sister. I'll kill your ass. You gotta understand. I understand you got this lightning clap and strike. I got two different types of breathing techniques.
That
Calm down.
you saw in season
Calm
3,
down.
he started copying Zenitsu's flow. So
Yeah, bar for bar. I ain't want
bar
to
for
bring it
bar,
up,
like
but
Zenitsu was not safe.
once he went down and did the little put the sword on I said, "Whoa, what you didn't never touch a sword like that. You doing my dog motion a little bit, but hey, they learn from everybody. What they need, what Zenitsu need to learn from is Inosuke. You need to learn bravery from Inosuke because even when he knew he couldn't fight Roy them dad, he still tried because Tanjiro said, "Just don't down me, but just let me you just gotta hold him off." He knew he couldn't hold him off. That man was insane. I thought Inosuke was gonna die. If it was not for Tomioka coming out the woodwork, it would have been over with. It would have been over with. And him, Tomioka's that guy. Don't care what nobody say. And then the Hashira hang on him because he not this happy-go-lucky team guy. We ain't, look, I do my job and go home. He's literally the Jokic of the Hashira. He does his job, go home. Destroy demons, go home. That's it. I don't have time to do all this love shit you talking about, shawty. I'm here to do my job and go home. That's why he's that guy. But once he got the Tanjiro, he started getting feelings. Started giving him advice, information on life. I said, see, they see that and they still trying to fire you. Like, we don't like you no way. Like, but come on, the reason why but I thought to myself, when they was getting into it in front of the Lord guy, and he was telling them to chill, I said, that's the reason Tomioka's still here. I think the same shit I'm saying, the Lord knows that. The guy knows that. That's in charge of them. So that's why he be like, I get it. Y'all don't like him. He's not a team player. He's not this happy guy. But he's killed more demons than all y'all. I think he's like the top, demon slayer. So it's like he's one of the top ranked demon slayers here. You got to respect him still. He put in the work in the field.
Also,
you don't have to like him.
But I will say this though. The craziest part is, so they take Tanjiro in for questioning, right? They do all that. First of all, fuck Tsunemi, fuck everything he about. Fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that nigga. All right. And when Tanjiro gets him with the head, let me tell you, I was like a proud father when he did that. But let me say this. So
yeah,
they want to kill Nezuko and Tanjiro, right? At this point, Tanjiro straight up says he's met Muzan. He's fought an upper moon to the point he fought a lower moon to the point where y'all could get there and finish the job. Because if Tanjiro wasn't there, niggas is dead.
Yeah.
Niggas is
Yeah,
dead.
of course.
So you want to kill an up and coming demon, and then they also have the nerve to like, man, these fucking new demon slayers ain't shit. But you want to kill the one nigga that is the truth?
Exactly.
And I'm sitting there like, and that's why I'm like, all right. Tanjiro, we know this at the end of season 2. The snake niggas still don't like Tanjiro, right? But
yeah,
guess what? Tanjiro killed a upper moon. At the end,
and you didn't.
and you at the end of season 3,
You gotta respect it.
Tanjiro's had a hand in killing 2 of them.
Yeah,
This nigga is a Hashira. They just don't want to give him the title. But
yeah, you can't hate because
you just hate. First of all, if y'all was smart, y'all just be following Tanjiro around. He just be fighting the action.
Because for one, because they don't have the blood scent smelling like he does, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So for one, he can sniff out and find demons faster than y'all. I think the only person in the group that is on par with him when it comes to sensing demons is Tomioka. So I feel like they do need
Thankfully,
to get to
Zenitsu can hear really well too.
yeah.
He
He
can hear
has
really well.
the sense of like feeling like he can tell how people feeling and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like telepath, something like that. But yeah, but my thing is this. They always gonna hate on the person they know that can be better than them. Especially that one Hashira guy, the buddy's older brother.
No,
He's a big
fuck
hater.
that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
He's a hater.
And the best part is,
but I do feel like he's one of the strongest Hashiras possible, though.
He is one of the strongest. I will say this. The best part is
I
about
knew-
Tanjiro and him. Tanjiro never. I'll say this. This is a spoiler for the future. Tanjiro and him are never cool. Never cool.
I can
never
believe it though. Yeah.
Because even like when they see each other again, he's like, "Man, fuck you. You stabbed my sister, bro. I don't fuck with you." Like he's like, "We got to do this together, and that's it. I don't fuck with you." And then eventually, at some point, even the Wind guy's like, "Yeah, I got to give it up. He's kind of nice," but and still, then Tanjiro's like, "Man, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself."
So out of all the Hashira, who you think is the strongest?
I think the stone one is the strongest. The big one, the big monk who
big
cries a
dude?
lot.
That's the same thing my homeboy said.
He's clearly, I think he's clearly the strongest because you will see why in the future. I don't want to spoil it, but you'll see why he's the strongest in the future. Muichiro has the best talent. He's the best talent, but the stone guy is the strongest.
Yeah, because he was the ace. He was the prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Muichiro's a prodigy, but
yeah.
the stone guy is the strongest. Giyu is also pretty good. The problem is his mentality, because remember at one point he just wanted to give up his water Hashira thing to Tanjiro. He just wanted to give it up to him because he believes he's not strong enough to be there, and that's why what's his name, Tsunemi fucking hates him for that. Tsunemi hates him for that, and I'm like, man, Tsunemi, go fuck yourself for real.
Yeah,
but also I can't sit there and hate on Tsunemi as much because he was out here killing demons by himself. Before he became a demon slayer, he was just out there killing by himself. So I can't hate on him, but still fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga. Fuck everything about.
When I researched like what is the strongest, breathing techniques, the top 5, that strong dude is like they said like stone technique is like 3 out of the 5 strongest.
Well, remember, every single breathing technique comes away from sun breathing, which is what Tanjiro has, right?
Yeah. That's why I said his has got to be number 1
So
because he has the original.
The problem is everybody who's had sun breathing, people just didn't know about it because nobody could do it. So remember when they check Tanjiro's blade and his blade is black, right?
Mm-hmm.
That technically means that he's able to learn sun breathing. But since they don't know about sun breathing and everybody who's had a black blade in the past,
they said it was bad luck.
It was bad luck. The problem is those guys had the legitimate best they had the best ability to learn sun breathing, just nobody knew how to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's why sun breathing, and then because you see things about him, Yuichiro, who's technically the greatest demon slayer of all time, right? He's a guy that Muzan's still scared of him to this day, and that dude died hundreds of years ago. And so that's why when he learned it first, he taught everybody else.
But I ain't gonna lie, once I seen the foreshadowing of the guy before you reach Swordsmith Village and find out the training doll looks like, and then and yes, I know, I don't know if it's true or not, but somebody spoiled me and said that the guy in the red that the training doll, that's the guy that Muzan was scared of. They were saying that is, since he's the sun god, that Kokoshibo is the moon god, right? That's his brother.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to say anything, but Kokoshibo.
No, but that's what I said. I've already been told that. So yeah, so
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, I'm like, so already Tanjiro already got a scar like them. You already got this firepower. You already telling me he's the best Hashira. You already telling me that. All he got to do is train and kill more demons. He's one of one. I said, I already know what it is. I said, I don't, other than the stone guy, because I seen it. I said,
I still think
he's
out of
blind, he's crying.
I still think out of all the Hashira of that current time, Tanjiro was never as strong as him. He just has the breathing technique to kill Muzan. That's his thing.
Yeah.
That's
I can
what
believe
makes
that because I feel like if you're the strongest demon possible, the only way you can kill this man has to be with a fire technique. You can't use a fame technique, fang. You can't use a love technique. You can't use wind. You can't use water. You have to use Hino Kamikagura to kill him.
sun breathing. It's not even fire. So Rengoku wouldn't even have a Rengoku would probably do better than most because of his flame breathing, but
Yeah.
it's not the sun. It's not sun breathing.
Exactly. It's totally different.
Mhm.
Flames and sun is different. Just like with Ace and Akainu, one is fire, one is magma, and that's why when they faced off against each other, one got a mud hole put in his chest.
Don't start, bro.
Literally.
You go get people mad.
Magma.
But,
it shows you it's a difference in fire, so it's the same thing. So, but I still felt like they still should have only fought one. Two was too much, man. We seen what happened in the movie. Two was too much.
well,
On
that's
the
why.
train.
Well, that's why there were two Hashira there. You know, so it was just one of those where it was coincidence that
But
Muichiro was getting a new sword.
The sun didn't save Akaza. The sun saved them.
Yeah.
If he would have had more time, he would have demolished them.
I mean,
he would have done.
That's a good question. That's a
is
good question
one
to
of those.
ask. That's a good question. To ask.
Tanjiro doing that crying speech would have never happened. He would have been two piece. That would have been oblivion on me.
So that's a good question. I'll ask the guys on Monday, on my bed on Tuesday when we do the podcast. But damn, bro, we've been talking for almost 3 hours. Let's do this because I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, man, because Pluto
was
next
heat.
week. We got episode 4.
Episode 4.
This thing
Adam is in clear and present danger. We still trying to figure out what the hell that human guy is, and we know that he's part robot because he has some organics in his.
A plot twist is gonna be like if Pluto is related to the detective. Like if the detective have something going on with Pluto, like during that war that we haven't seen yet, it's gonna get crazy. But the fact that this robot was at the crib at work working,
yeah, we still got the freaking guy trying to kill the detective because the detective was killed by his brother.
Yeah, he killed the crackhead brother.
Yeah,
so
I'm
it's
like, bro, your brother was bro. When the super racist is like, yeah, we don't fuck with your brother, bro. When we only using your brother, we're only using your brother as some kind of plot device for us to make the detective look bad. But even us, we know that like we gotta do this carefully because your brother was a piece of shit.
Yeah, they playing this shit like the real government. Like they showing you how these people really work and how they maneuver in real life and how they really they can't just do what we saying like outright because it'll be easily noticed. They have to play this smart. But the fact that this man was doing a mappa shift and then his body is out creating life right now. And then you got all this trouble, and at the last minute before they're finna kill the body, you just get off work, you clock out just in time. You clock out just in time.
He said this man was doing a mappa shit.
For real. The man was in there creating JJK. And your body is creating life out the door with a girl who's like 4 millennium years old. You need to check up on your body, bro. I know y'all do 15-minute breaks.
Why is your body in a place people can just kind of take it? Second of all, bro, like put it in a locker or something.
Under the bridge like it's homeless, bro. It was naked. It said it ran naked. So you had a naked clone. I mean, you had a naked artificial intelligence.
Hey,
body.
I got a lot of questions for that construction bot. What you doing when you're off, my boy? What you doing?
Yeah.
What you doing?
They gotta give us a flashback on Buddy because I need to know. Because in my head, I'm still lost. I'm still low-key a little confused because I'm like, okay, when they showed him and then they put the camera back to the body and they showed that the back of him, It was out already. It can't be inside the robot.
It has to be.
Right?
He
Because that's what I'm thinking. Like
the same way Brando was took his head off to be inside the bigger robot. It has to be that way. Well, he just takes the thing out and plugs it in.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I'm like, okay, the part that he's missing that he keeps trying to, I need to remember. Well, you're just a vessel. You're just a body, like in the Avatar. Like they had to get into these bodies. That wasn't their original bodies. So this is not the original thing. So it takes the brain, the consciousness with itself. I mean, it still got to work. What is it going to work dumb and leave it self-conscious? Like leave his off-duty body conscious the whole time? No, because you might end up being conscious and it might just take itself. And now you end up being a brain dead robot trying to find yourself.
Either way.
Literally.
I think we'll see because I don't want to say anything. Next episode is going to be very interesting because each episode has left me with a ton of questions. So we're about to be halfway through the season, and I'm gonna need some answers, man. I'm gonna need some answers for real.
Yeah, he finally changed that suit. He finally changed the suit, even though he took Nanami swag with the colors beige and blue. It ain't orange.
Well, Nanami gone, so somebody got to keep the lineage alive. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but he ain't got the different color tie to make it, stand
you can't
out.
take everything from Nanami, bro. You can't take everything. All right.
Oh no, if he just had a different, he ain't got to have polka dots on his tie. He don't even think he wore ties. I don't. I just think it's just a button up. Like that's it. So, but the fact that he changed it from that crusty, dirty orange, thank God.
It only legitimately took him almost getting blown the fuck up by some dude hating on him. Like,
yeah, the dude blew him up and like, take that fucking suit off too, bro. And he went home like, why did he bring up my suit? And then,
bruh, the craziest part. So now there's just this dude running around Germany with a fucking gun that can blow up one of the things. And I feel like at some point we're gonna watch humanity turn on these robots, and the robots are going to leave, and humanity's fucked.
Yeah, I do think that this is turning into a robots versus human movie, and I think it's showing us that what could happen in real life if AI becomes consciousness, and then let's say we think bad of it and they prove to us good, but then we take them for granted. And this show is showing us what will happen if we take it for granted. Because once I started watching the second episode earlier, the first thing I started thinking was, if they gain consciousness in real life, the only thing that will be bad is they would possibly turn on us because they would feel like, okay, ever since we got here and we started moving around like y'all, now y'all contributing all the murders to us. You know how they say it's a thing in China where every time black people are visiting, whatever part you at, whatever crime or whatever goes on at the time, they're going to blame you. Because you're the outsider here at the moment.
The crazy part is I'll be like eating like noodles at like a restaurant while that shit's happening.
And they pick you up and they pick you up and take you to jail, and they're like, bro, we just had to deal with a shooting. I am eating noodles right now.
I was having a whole conversation. I was having a whole conversation with the owner. Like,
we heard him. You black American guys very fast. Like, what? I'm just eating. All right, it's cool. But that's the type of stuff they're doing.
No, the crazy part is my dumb ass be like, well, you're right about that, but I didn't know it.
See, and now we finna see, I think this whole Pluto is finna be the after effect of like all the wrongdoings of how humans treated us. I think all that is Pluto. I think Pluto is like a robot god. I think so. I think Pluto is this ancient robot because we've already known as a fact that these robots have been here for millenniums already. So we know that some of these robots are thousands years old. So imagine, you remember you made the joke about how many Central Asian wars it is.
They've had 39 of them.
What if Pluto been there since 5? The 5th Asian War. What if Pluto been there since the beginning?
Hey, bro. All I'm saying is, like, by the time they got to like 25, they're like, hey, we good, right?
And you remember we was talking about how they gotta get maintenance. They can't be built up too much. And what if Pluto is the result of being built up and due to not having enough maintenance done on you? It might have all them years and
there's this
millions and millenniums of bad negative energy and memories of all them wars, all them killings, everything, and it just soaked up into nothing but rage. And that's why Pluto is a robot killing machine, because it has everything built up from all these wars and all the millenniums of time past put together. And it's too dangerous to try to go to the back of his neck.
there's
Like, what you gonna do?
clearly
Try to erase it and get maintenance on it? No, it's a fucking monster. So
there's
you can't.
clearly
So now it's over with. It's
there's
over.
clearly like I agree with everything you're saying, and also the fact that he's clearly trying to in a weird way fix himself by learning, right? The fact that he took
Exactly.
that body and he's just going around trying to learn about himself and trying to learn what he's truly built for, because even he's like, I wasn't just built to kill people, right? He's like, I
Yeah.
wasn't built for that. So that's what he's trying to do right now. He's just trying to learn.
Yeah, and now he's learning, like I said before, when we was watching the episode, they're learning the different stages of not compassion, different stages of hate, the cycles of hate, as they said in the end of the episode.
Mhm.
Like I said, each person is getting a different version of it. If it comes from envy, distraught, rage. We've already got those three main keywords in this episode, and each of them had to do with a person and what they seen a robot and what they seen another person go through, and their first time experiencing that. Even with the little girl with the guy, I
Mhm.
think she experienced what would I want to say? I don't even know what I would call that, but I got to go back to it. But she even experienced something that robots don't know feelings wise with the guy. So with the paintings and stuff like that, when she was like, yeah, I did say it was ugly earlier, but it ain't ugly no more. I
Mhm.
actually really liked it. This makes me want to cry. I don't know why. So she started having feelings or emotions about paintings and drawings and stuff. So each of these robots are finding out something different about the stages of love and hate. And I think this is the Pluto is like all of that built up though. I think it's all of that built up. I think that it's super conscious. I think that's why it's super conscious. And I think that's why when we seen it at the end coming up out the water, that's probably the only place it can be. It's probably the only place it can be.
Oh, it seems like it's massive, right? It's a massive robot too. So
Yeah, this shit look like a damn Gundam. Like, I'm over here confused. Like, this a Gundam? Is this, or is this Gorilla gun? Like, what is this? I'm
either
so
way,
lost right now, man.
next week is going to be awesome because
Yeah.
hopefully we spend a lot of time with Pluto himself, just trying to see him trying to catch Adam. But
And Adam need to throw hands.
he
I'm
does.
ready.
It's
I
been
need to
three.
see some fighting.
It's been what, 6 hours? We ain't seen him throw hands yet.
Exactly. All we seen is a gunshot to the back of an armored truck. And now he might get death row for it. And he saved the day. He saved the day. And the only thing the humans are saying is, what if it would have hit the humans in the car?
Niggas was in an armored truck.
And then the other human is saying that, he like, you do know he aimed at the armored part of the truck. He wasn't aiming at the actual humans in the truck. He was just trying to stop the actual truck. Nah, but what if, but you know those things can go through humans though, right? You're not listening to what he's saying. He's saying that the man shot it in a certain area where it was only going to affect the bulletproof, make the car stop. That's it. Basically, if we being real, he could have just shot it in the brakes. You shoot it in the brake system, stop the brake system, it's going
Well,
to
he
go
shot
to a
the
halt.
tire, right? That's what he did. He shot
Yeah,
the
he
tire.
just shot the tire. So
And
that's
he
why
even
he was
asked for
saying it.
permission to do it. Like, yo, can I do this? Bet.
And then
But
you still end up getting hate from humans. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like stuff like this would happen in real life. Like if robots gain consciousness and robots was died, and let's say the robot came to be a detective and somebody like, this robot killed my baby. Now it's all over the news that the robot has killed people, and now it would be AI versus humans, and we would fucking die because the first time we punch a robot and we punch this full steel metal robot in the chest, it's going to polarize us. So this is why I feel like this is giving us an example of what will happen in real life if AI gained consciousness and never got a repair. It just kept building up all the drama. And you know how they say we got ancient trauma, we got our great grandma's trauma. We got our first ever black person in history trauma. We got so much trauma backed up with no maintenance. We don't get maintenance. We're humans. Now they see how it feels when you don't get a maintenance. When you have to sit there with these emotions that y'all are figuring out about now. But imagine you having to sit there with it. All you do is say what it is and go on about your day. That is despair. Oh, okay. Go on about my day. This is envy. That's why he's crying. Oh, okay. But now you sitting there like, damn, what is this I'm feeling? You remember the detective when he was sitting in front of Adam, he was tripping out because he started feeling compassion for Adam. And you remember he said, I think the problem is you look like a kid. You see? Then it goes to Brando actually having kids. So these robots have a soft spot for children. So it's just a simple fact, like they already have the love aspect. Now we're seeing the cycles of hate through each episode of every different robot, the cycle of hate they get. I think this is great. I think this is great, man. For real.
Yeah, was it episode 4 is gonna be great. You gonna be here for that? You want to do it?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's be there for that. Hopefully we will spend less time talking about other anime. We'll just watch the show. Man, we're being
somebody gonna be like, I heard Demon Slayer. I thought they was talking about Pluto.
So either way, it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I'll see you next week, Majestic. I'm tired as hell.
Yeah, of course. Me too. I'm going to bed, man.
I'm gonna go brush my
All
teeth.
right, see y'all.
All right, bro. Be safe. All right, thank you guys for watching. Episode 3 was fantastic. Episode 4 should be great. See you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Peace.
God damn.